We fucked up. We fucked up. Like, all right, good night. You can't give me, here's the problem with these specials. You can't give me the loudest applause in the beginning, because then I got nowhere to go but down after that. Be like, dang, he was good the first 30 seconds, but the rest of that shit was bullshit. You know? So, I'm actually very glad I chose this area to do my special, because one, is diverse, and then there's no reason not to be here on time, because you do have BART, and you can drive here also. I don't take the BART anymore, because I fell asleep on it one time and woke up in Richmond. I didn't know. I woke up, I was like, where am I at? And there were like 5 brothers standing outside. Come here, man. I was like, the dude was like, this is the last stop. I said, well, I'm going home with you. Shoot. That's the best part about my job, though, is like we get to travel everywhere, you know. And even when I leave the country, it always fucks in my head when I leave the country, because I forget not everybody speaks English. And I also forget it's my job to learn the language of the country I'm going to. Because I remember like about 10 years ago, I went to Japan. Never been to Japan before. I get there before all the other comedians, so I'm by myself like the first day. So I'm walking around Tokyo, and I walk into this restaurant, and I sit down, and I look at the menu, and it's not translated, and then nobody in the restaurant spoke English, and I swear to God, menu didn't have no pictures. And I looked at this menu for like 15 minutes, thinking somehow I was gonna magically learn Japanese. 15 minutes, thinking somehow I was gonna magically learn Japanese. And then the waiter came over, he started talking to me. He don't speak English, I don't speak Japanese. We get nowhere fast. I don't know why the fuck I went to Spanish, thinking that was gonna help the situation in Japan. But I started speaking Spanish in a Japanese accent. I go, oh, gracias. Gracias. No, oh no, oh no, oh no. I just gave up. Adios, adios. Adios. Flying's interesting too. Like comedians, we fly more than flight attendants. You know, the thing about flying as a comedian is like most comedians, the first few years of your career, you fly coach. Like I remember the first 10 years of my career, I was coach. But then you fly so much on like American, United, Delta, they'll start upgrading you. And it's weird mentally to make that transition from coach to first, especially when you're not paying for first, because then you get to the airport.
Welcome, AC, whatever your name is, welcome.
You feel like you're cutting because you're boarding first. Then they sit you in the front of the plane. I wish first class in the back of the plane. I don't like it in the front because you got to sit there and everybody got to walk by you. And you don't want to make eye contact with anybody because you don't want the people walking by you. You don't want them to think that you think you're better than them, because we all judge people. Because I'll tell you this, if I'm in first and I see a dude get on the plane with a Gucci backpack, Louis Vuitton belt, Prada sunglasses, diamond chain, the motherfucker's in 3060. So you have $85,000 worth of accessories, and you couldn't spend the extra $300 to sit in the front? Your shit might be fake. I don't like switching the seats when I'm on a plane. Don't ask me. Can't stand that shit. Because when you get your seat, whoever asks you to switch, they give you a guilt trip if you say no, like you in the wrong. Because, you know, I sit on the A side. I know I like to sleep like this. I can't stand it when people ask me to switch seats because they don't give up. They'll just come over. Excuse me, sir. 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 You might switch a seat so I can sit next to my husband? It'll be all right. Please, sir, please, please. Fuck, how long you been married? We've been together 30 years. So you've been with this motherfucker for 30 years and you can't be away from him for 4 hours? You talking the wrong motherfucker about marriage right now. Let me tell you about my motherfucking marriage real quick. Not the fuck with you, They walked away, so. I tell you what, the best thing about First though is like, it's not the chairs, they're a little bigger. You get fed, man. You get like hot meals. But here's the problem with airlines. Most domestic flights, you got 4 rows of first and you got 4 seats a row. That's 16 first class seats. So you figure they will put 16 delicious meals on the plane. They don't. They put 8 delicious meals, 8 bullshit meals. And you better hope you're in the first 8 seats so you can get a delicious meal. Because sometimes I'll be in like row 3 or 4 and it'll hit me, I go, fuck. I ain't gonna get a delicious meal. And you gotta listen to the flight attendant go to 1A and explain the difference in the meals, you know? Hi, will you be joining us for dinner tonight? I'm hungry. Okay, we got 2 choices on this flight. Our first choice is a seared steak, loaded baked potatoes, Caesar salad with a piece of cherry cheesecake. Our second option, bologna on a stick with celery and carrots. Like, oh, that's a hell of a window, ain't it? And you just sitting there and you just listening to all the steaks leaving first. You're like, fuck, he want a steak, she got a steak. He got steak. He got steak. I ain't gonna get a steak. And then you realize you was nice and you switched seats. You was supposed to be in 2A. Now you're looking at the lady. Hey, bitch, don't take my steak. I don't like talking to people on planes. Please don't talk to me. Because here's the problem when you talk to somebody on a plane. If you sit down next to me, and you ask, and I think the icebreaker is, what do you do for a living? That's what most people ask. If you get on a plane, you sit down next to me, and that's the question you ask me, hey, what do you do for a living? It tells me a couple things. One, it tells me you don't know who I am. So I'm definitely not going to say comedian, because if I tell you I'm a comedian and you don't know who I am, I'm going to get 3 responses. One, tell me a joke. That ain't going to happen. I'm off work. Or they want to tell me a joke, which I don't want to hear. It's going to be long. Ain't going to be no payoff. And I got to make laugh. Or they always ask you, I think comedians were the only line of work they ask you to know somebody. Are you a comedian? Hey, do you know Frank Smith in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? He's a local comedian in Milwaukee. Been any TV shows, any movies or anything? Oh, no, it's a local guy trying to get us down with their Frank Smith, Milwaukee, local guy. How the fuck? Well, I know Frank Smith, Milwaukee. They don't do that shit to nobody else. Nobody goes up to LeBron James. LeBron, you know David Jackson? Plays basketball at the YMCA in Dublin on Tuesday nights? How the fuck would he know David Jackson plays basketball in Dublin on Tuesday? I don't know. He both play basketball. Thought you might know him. David's a beast. He'd be going for like 10 points a game on Tuesday. Yeah, he's left-handed. He's an over 30 leg running shit. I'm glad you guys are laughing, because we're in a weird state to be a comedian right now. Because, you know, people are always asking, like, is cancel culture messing up your shit? Is it messing up your shit? Cancel culture has nothing to do with live shows. Live shows are great. The problem is if somebody comes to a live show, they bootleg 30 seconds to a minute of your act, they put it on YouTube, and then the motherfuckers that don't like your joke get mad at you, and they come up with all these reasons why they try to cancel you. And the funny thing is, I never meet these motherfuckers in real life. And then, if you mad at a joke that I said on YouTube, you probably ain't ever seen me live anyways. That's the problem. I had one person get mad at the joke was 18 years old. I said, motherfucker, you late as fuck. He's like, don't ever see him. I go, bitch, I ain't telling that joke no more. What the fuck? I was talking about the president being black. That ain't been around a minute. The fuck? But like all the shit you really want to talk about and people want to talk about, motherfuckers like, you can't be talking about that shit, you know? Like you're not supposed to talk about guys with dicks that don't want their dicks no more. Slow crowd. Not supposed to talk about girls with no dicks that want a new dick. Bruce and Caitlin fucked the game up, man. Put that dude on the cover of Wheaties. Whole time he wanted to be on Fruity Pebbles. because here's the problem. Here's the problem. What the real problem is, like, everybody wants to be the same now, and we're not. Like, especially men and women, we different. We're not the same. And now all these different jobs, they want to hire people, and you got to meet a quota instead of hiring the best person for the job. But the fact of the matter is, some jobs women should have, and some jobs men should have. We're not the same. Like a dental assistant should be all women. I don't want this thick finger motherfucker showing up, putting them big protein enhanced fingers in my motherfucking mouth. I want tiny ass fingers in my mouth. Man, he's numbing me up. He's standing right here. My mouth's open. Come on, bro. So if you a dude and you a dental assistant, quit. Nobody wants you there. Ain't nobody looking forward to seeing your thick-fingered ass. Nurses should be all women. The fuck you doing? You a grown man. You a motherfucking nurse. Because I'm just saying, when you get sick, as anybody, when you get sick, who you want to take care of you? Either your wife, your mom, or your grandma. Not your fucking Uncle Daryl.
Who's got an Uncle
see you at the
Daryl?
fucking hospital.
Shoot it in the chat, baby.
Shit, hey, listen, I had knee surgery last year. And I'm coming out of anesthesia. I'm in and out, right? I'm half in and out. I'm all fucked up. My knees all fucked up. And then I had a female nurse, thank God. And then I couldn't eat or drink until I took a piss. So I couldn't piss. So there's like, my nurse came in, and I'm half out of it, right? And she goes, Gary, she goes, we gotta put a catheter in you so we can drain you so you can get something to eat and drink. Are you okay if I put the catheter in, or would you prefer a male nurse? I woke up. I said, why the fuck would I want a male nurse? Right back to bed. What kind of question's that? And if there are any nurses in the audience, thank you. Thank you for what you do. This is God's work right there. You know? Because I don't know how nurses do it, man. You see a lot of shit. I mean, you can see a lot of shit. You got white people. I don't know how nurses be wiping people. I couldn't do that shit. Get some shitty ass patients in my hospital. You hitting that buzzer and I'll shut myself. Well, it's 3:45. I'm off at 4:30, so you gotta wait about 45 minutes. You're not gonna change me? Nah. I've been here for 12 goddamn hours. You gonna shit yourself right before I clock out? I told you not to eat the tapioca. Nursing homes should be all women. Men, we can landscape and we can work in the kitchen. We don't need to be going into old people's rooms. Because I'm just saying, if I reach the age of like 90 and my family just can't take care of me anymore and they want to put me in a nursing home, I don't want to look at a dude every day. I want to look at a little pussy on the way out. I ain't going to do nothing with it. I just want to look at it. I'm gonna be a dirty old man too. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a dirty, nasty old man. I'm be hitting my buzzer and Mr. Gary, I shit myself. Oh. 15 minutes later, and I shit myself again. Mr. Gary, you did not shit yourself. Must have been a wet fart.
What?
And I'm saying whatever I want to those nurses when I'm 90. What are you gonna do, write me up for sexual harassment? I'm fucking 90.
90.
Take me to court, judge is like, nurse, I didn't feel comfortable with having sexually harass me. Judge is like, who? Him. I'm over here. If you don't get your ass out of my courtroom, motherfucker can't even walk. Yeah, but I'm saying whatever I want when I'm 90 to them nurses. Ooh, whatever I want. Because I really ain't got time to bullshit. I ain't trying to flirt. I'm getting right to the point. As soon as they come in the room, Mr. Gary, would you like to fuck?
What?
Now, I understand I'm 90. If I ask that question to 100 nurses, 99 are going to say no. I just got to meet that one. Probably like her first day on the job. All the other nurses are using me. It's almost like a initiation into the nursing home. I'm like, ooh, you got to go to room 6. Mr. Garrett just bust. She comes in the room. Huh? First day? Would you like to fuck? I don't think I'm supposed to be doing anything like that. It's my first day. That's not very appropriate. I don't know what the fuck she talking about. She ain't say no. I'll put you in my will. You can have everything I have. I pass away. All my family's at the lawyer's office. My kids are rubbing their hands together. Whoo, let's see what Dad left us. My lawyer walks in. Okay. First off, I want to thank everybody for coming to the reading of Gary Owen's last will and testament. Not sure why there's so many people here.
Hey guys, just so you know, this comedian, his name is Gary Owen. All the videos you're seeing here are my videos I have posted. Some of them are videos I found on the internet that were funny. Anything where you actually see like a Porsche, a dump truck, or anything like that, that's me. But enjoy the video. Welcome to the stream. I am here to say hi. Let's get back to Gary Owen. Check him out, guys. Check him out.
Looks like Gary left everything. Bank account, cars, homes, to a Cheryl Jackson. Everybody's like around, who the fuck is Cheryl Jackson? Cheryl comes walking in. How you doing? I'm Cheryl. Cheryl, who are you? Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Cheryl, and I like to fuck. People always ask me, somebody said, you going out with a bang. That's funny. You might be my roommate. Would you like to fuck? Well, if she don't, I'll fuck her. That's gonna be funny as fuck. People always ask me too, they always ask comedians like, what did we do before we were stand-ups, you know? And I always tell people I was in the military. They always think I'm lying. Like, what? Motherfucker, you was in the military? I said, yeah. Here's the funny thing about my time in the military. The crazy part is I was on TV and in the Navy at the same time. And I'll tell you how it happened. I was stationed in San Diego, and I'm doing stand-up on the weekends and on my off nights, right? But no, the Navy don't know I'm really trying to be a stand-up. So I'm driving in my car, and I hear this radio station, C90 in San Diego. They was like, we're looking for the funniest black comedian in San Diego. So I called in. And I didn't say I was white or black. I just called in and left my name, and I put a little bass in my voice. Hey, what's up? Is this a contest? Yeah, you want to sign up for that shit? Yeah, I won't be there. I think they knew I was white when I said my name. What's your name? Oh, yeah, that's Gary. Ain't nothing gangster about Gary. Gary. So I showed up at the contest. I won it. First prize was an audition for Comic View. So I go up to LA, I audition for Comic View, I get on Comic View. So back in the day, this TV show Comic View, it was a contest. And they taped the whole season. Yeah, they taped the whole season in 1 week. So it was Monday to Friday. They did 5 episodes a day. So they get 25 episodes in. All I did, I took a week's leave, drove up to LA, recorded Comic View, came back down to the base. I thought nothing of it. A couple months later, I'm airing now on BET, yet I'm on the base working. So I'm waving cars on the base, and I'm me. And every now and then her brother will pull on the base and be like, motherfucker, was you on TV last night? Yeah, keep it going, player. All right, have a good day. So then, a couple months later, I get this phone call from this guy named Curtis Gatson. He was the head of BET. His assistant called, was like, Mr. Gatson would like to meet with you. I go up to LA, meet with him. He said, we want to make you the host next year. I said, oh shit. I'm still in the Navy. So, like I said, the Navy don't know I'm doing stand-up. BT don't know I'm in the Navy. That's how I'm going to do this shit. So I had 6 months left of my enlistment. They weren't filming for another 3 months. So what I did, I went back to my base and asked, can I get out 3 months early? And they was like, what for? I said, I got a TV show. And they was looking at me like, motherfucker, we heard of some lies. But I think they thought it was like public access or something. So when BT actually sent them the contract, they found out it was legit. I had to go in front of a board. So I go in front of this board. There's 4 people on the board, right? When I walked in the room, I saw there was 3 black dudes and 1 white dude on the board. So I looked at it like, oh, I got a shot here. This is definitely a jury of my peers for this TV show. And my chief was a brother, and even before I walked in the room, I knew he was going to be on the board. He goes, Gary, we know what's going on, man. We're going to make sure you good. I said, I appreciate that, chief. So now I go in front of the board. Why did the 1 white guy, the warrant officer, did not want to let me out? He was like, no, I need him. I need him. Like my ass was the difference between the Navy making it or not for the next 6 months. Like if I get out, Navy's going to shit for sure. So I'm standing there and we're having this back and forth. I'm pleading my case. And honestly, I wish everyone in this room at one point in your life could have the feeling of empowerment I had at that very moment. Like it hit me. I go, oh shit, I'm not asking. I'm telling them I'm getting out. Honorable, dishonorable, I don't care. Because it hit me, and it's held true. I've never been hired for a TV show, a movie, or a comedy club, and they've asked me for my military record. It's never fucking happened. So I was like, oh shit, I'm getting out. So I just told him, I said, sir, with all due respect, I'm not asking. I'm getting out. He was like, you can't tell me what you're gonna do. You can't tell me what you're gonna do. I said, I will do a line of cocaine on your death. If that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do. That motherfucker stood up. What the fuck he say to me? What the fuck he say to me? My chief looked over. He's like, I think he said do a line of cocaine on your death. Haha, fuck that dude. I got out. Then I was a cop. I was a cop in the Navy too. I was a great cop for you guys. I was terrible for the Navy. I just let everybody go. I didn't see the point of arresting people. It was like, what the fuck? It's just paperwork I got to fill out. I ain't trying to do all that. Because most 90% of stuff you get on base is like DUIs or something like that, you know. So that's why I like to work at nights. I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Nobody's looking over my shoulder. I could do what I wanted. So I can't tell you how many people I pulled over and let go. Because what I would do, as long as you was cool, I'd take your keys. I'd say, look, I get off at 6 a.m., be at the Master Arms office at 6 a.m., I'll give you your keys back. And I'd drop them off at the barracks or base housing. Nobody ever slept. I never had a motherfucker. I never went home with somebody's keys. I don't care if I pulled a motherfucker over at 5:45. That motherfucker wake up and be at the Master Arms office at 6. Because I remember one night I pulled over the captain of the base. I know it was the captain. I pulled over, he was so fucked up. He was drunk as shit. And I go up to the driver's side window, I go, oh fuck, that's the captain. And he had a girl in the car with him. And I don't know who the girl was, but it was not the lady in all the pictures all over the base with them. I ain't trying to start no shit. So when I saw it was the captain, I said, hey, how you doing, sir? We got 2 choices. You can give me your keys and I'll drop you off at your house and just pick up the keys in the morning when I get off at 6 a.m. Or I can give you a field sobriety test and we can see how that works out. And he goes, because I don't want to pull you over tonight. You're by yourself. so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the first option. I said, that's a smart move, sir. So I dropped him off by himself at his house. Next morning, 6 a.m., we had shift change. Everybody's freaking out. They're like, oh, fuck, the captain's outside. The captain's outside. I know I was there. I got the motherfucker's keys. So I walked outside. He had his hand right here. I just dropped him in there. He grabbed it. I thought nothing of it. Thought it was over with. Week later, I'm at midday muster. My chief calls me up. Pay ups are on front and center. I go, who the fuck snitched? So I go up there, and my chief was like, we got a letter of accommodation from the captain of the base. What a fine job you're doing on night patrol. I was like, me? Yeah, I was like, oh. Yeah, he doing too much right now, bro. But once I realized that happened, I was like, oh, I don't have to salute him anymore. Because they had to see him on the base, and I told my boys, watch, I'm gonna walk up to the captain, I ain't gonna salute him. They said, motherfucker, you will get in trouble. I'll be like, watch. I'll be walking up, I go, how you doing, sir? He goes, oh, this motherfucker right here, he's back. It's funny too, like being in the military too. Like, I know you've seen this shit on YouTube and stuff. These homecomings, like these Army dudes or these Marine dudes or Navy dudes, Air Force dudes. They're like, they'll be gone for like a year and a half, 2 years, and they'll come back and like they'll have their wife and kids. They'll be like at mid-court at the Warriors game. And they don't know the husband's right there underneath the basket. And they look him at the big screen like they got a $500 gift card from Pete's. And they're like, you get $500, you can get coffee, Danishes, lattes. And they go, turn around. They turn around, the dad's there and they come running in, everybody's crying. It's some emotional shit. Like you can get on YouTube right now and look it up. They'll splice like 10 of these things together and all of them are good. Whenever I watch it though, listen, I'm cool if we do the Army and Marine homecoming, but not the Navy. Let's stop, let's slow it down, okay? I was in the Navy. We didn't have no bullets flying by our head. We weren't in the trenches. We in the middle of the goddamn ocean. Like we in the war, but we kind of in the war. Stop acting like we war heroes when we come home and shit. It's literally like, it's like an earthquake hitting San Jose and a motherfucker calling somebody in Fresno. You good? The fuck you talking about? There was an earthquake. That's in San Jose. You in Fresno, you close? That's the Navy. We close to the war, but we ain't in the war. Cause you got the Marines, the Army guy, man, them motherfuckers in the sand. They got bullets flying by. They got grenades coming at them. Motherfucker, we on the ship. We have movie night on Monday, space tournament on Tuesday. We had a goddamn talent show in the middle of the fucking war. So you got Marines, our motherfuckers, they shooting and shit. I'm up there singing Backstreet. No, baby, no, baby. No. Dun, 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 dun. Got second place. Some country motherfuckers sing the hell out of Garth Brooks. I go, God damn. So can we slow down the Navy homecomings, please? Every time I see them Navy motherfuckers, I'm like, come on now. How you go to war and gain 20 pounds? This motherfucker can't run to his kids. Yes! It's weird too. It's weird because I got like, my grandpa was in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy. You know, it's weird. Like, my dad, at one point, he was young, he was like 18, stationed in the Philippines. So I'm pretty sure I got some brothers and sisters over there. I'm almost positive. It was a different time when he was in the Navy. I was wondering why every time Manny Pacquiao would fight, I'd root for him hard. It's like, I really want him to win. Like my grandpa actually married my grandma in the middle of World War II. So in the 1940s, they got married. So I'm thinking, what was on the radio that night? What was on the radio the night my grandpa married my grandma? Like, what was the jam? When the wedding's over, my grandpa took my grandma back to the hotel, bent her over the bed, just turns on the radio. I see stars, skies, redbirds too. Oh! Oh! You are beating this pussy up, Edward. You are tearing this pussy apart. I said to myself, what a wonderful world. Beat that pussy up, Grandpa. It's funny too, because when you're a kid and you just hanging out with your family, you don't realize like there's some shit going on in your family that is not normal, right? Like for my grandparents, for example. So my grandparents had 9 kids. They have 5 girls and 4 boys, and all 5 girls were pregnant as teenagers. What the fuck was going on in my grandparents' house that every woman was wilding? And my mom waited the longest to have me. She was 17. All her sisters must have been looking at her like, what the fuck you waiting on? You trying to drive yourself to the pediatrician? Miss Independent? Because I remember my grandpa passed about 14 years ago. I remember right before he passed, one of his last wishes, he wanted everybody to get together. He wanted this one big family reunion. And so, you know, that was not an easy feat trying to get everybody together because out of all the kids, all my aunts and uncles, everybody had at least 3 kids. At least 3 kids. So that led to a lot of grandkids, a lot of great-grandkids. So we finally got everybody together. Got this big family reunion thing going on, and we hired a photographer. He had the tripod, the wide-angle lens, and we was all gonna get this one family picture one last time because you know my grandpa didn't have a lot of time left. And I'm sitting there, I'm writing this to my grandpa in my hand, and the dude will not take the picture. And I was like, dude, take the picture. He kept yelling at me. He goes, scared, come here, come here. I said, man, take the picture. He goes, I can't, come here. I go and I went behind the camera. I said, what's the problem? He goes, look. So I looked in the camera, and my grandpa was heavy, and he had shorts on. His right ball was peeking out of his shorts. And the camera dude was like, I can see his ball. I can see his right ball. I can't take the picture. I can see his ball. I said, okay, I'll go talk to him. Now you tell me you can see my balls, I'm embarrassed. Not my grandpa. I went up to him, I said, hey grandpa, your right ball. Put your right ball away, we can see your right ball. My grandpa was like, He goes, all yous started with this. I was like, oh. You let that motherfucker hang then, Grandpa. I ain't thinking like that. I tell you what, man. We're in a weird age right now where we don't watch TV shows like we used to. Like when I was growing up, you had to wait, like the day of the week the TV show came out, and then that's when you watched it. Now we just binge watch everything. And that was the biggest thing about COVID that I didn't like, was I started binge watching all these shows, and shows that I did like, I no longer liked, because I watched too many episodes and realized a lot of this shit is bullshit. Like that show Undercover Boss, like that was one of my favorite shows. And all of a sudden I watched like 8 hours straight, and I was like, oh man, this is a bunch of bullshit. Like every episode ends the same, and it's the same format. It starts out, you get some CEO of some multi-million-dollar corporation, and this dude wants to go undercover where the minimum wage workers are working, and he wants to see how he can help boost morale and productivity within his company. So the dude will put on like a wig and a beard and a hat, and he'll show up at some company it'd be like the CEO of Panera. Like Panera Bread. And this 65-year-old man will just show up one day unannounced at Panera. They'll pair him up with like some 23-year-old chick. And he only works for like an hour. And this chick has to teach him how to make lattes and soups and cookies and stuff like that. And you know, because that's normal. 65-year-old motherfucker just showing up to work the line with a camera crew. That happens every day. And like I said, they only work for an hour, and then the 65-year-old dude and the young lady, they go in the back of Panera on a break, and they're in this break room, and this chick will open up her whole fucking life to this man she's known for an hour. That shit don't happen in real life. I worked at Taco Bell in high school. I can't imagine some 65-year-old dude showing up at Taco Bell. I got to train him, and after an hour, we go in the back, and he starts asking me undercover boss type questions. So we're just sitting there. Hey, Gary, hey. Thank you for training me today at Taco Bell. Do you like working at Taco Bell? I mean, it's all right. It's Taco Bell. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, it's my dream job. What the fuck are you talking about? So, Gary, let me ask you one more question. Why did you choose to work at Taco Bell? What? Why are you asking all this question, man? I don't know you. Ask yourself that question. Why you working at Taco Bell? I'm 17, you 65. Now fuck this motherfucker, man. I'm supposed to be on the register. I'm back in this hot-ass kitchen, banging out these bean and beef burritos, because this old motherfucker finally wants to do something with his life. Can't put the sour cream in the gun. His hand's shaking and shit. Well, fuck that, man. But that shit don't happen on Undercover Boss. That 65-year-old man takes that young lady in the back. This chick will open up her whole fucking life, man. He'll just sit there. So hey, thank you for training me today at Panera. You like working at Panera? I love it. I love it. It's everything I wanted, you know? Like when I got here, I thought I'd be here 6 months, but here I am 3.5 years later, you know? And now I can run the register by myself, I can make the soups by myself, I can make the salads by myself. Because when I got here, my life didn't really have a direction. It didn't. And now it does. And that direction starts with a P and ends with an A. And in the middle, there's an arrow. And right now, my whole focus, I'm going to go climb the top of that Panera mountain. I don't know where the mountain is. When I find it, I'm going to climb it. I'm not coming down. So I get all the Panera. But you're a beautiful young lady. You could probably choose to work anywhere. Why would you choose to work at Panera? It's, my dad's got cancer, and growing up, my dad used to make oatmeal for me every morning. And now that I'm at Panera, I'm actually in charge of the oatmeal raisin cookies. So every morning when I wake up and I mix that batter up to make those cookies, I think about my dad. I know my dad used to make me oatmeal, now I'm making other people oatmeal with raisins in it. And it's not perfect here at Panera, it's not, you know, because if I could change one thing about this company, I just wish we put 2 more raisins in every oatmeal raisin cookie. Because right now we put 16 raisins in every cookie and we can't guarantee a raisin in every bite. And we're selling our customers an oatmeal raisin cookie. What we should call it is oatmeal maybe you'll get a raisin cookie. You know, and I got a son, he's everything to me, but he's blind, he can't see shit. But he loves the smell of oatmeal raisin cookies. So every morning, when I take that first batch of cookies out of the oven, I close my eyes and I take a whiff of those cookies. And I know my dad's in my heart and my son's in my nose. At that very moment, they come together as I sniff those oatmeal raisin cookies. And I got a daughter, she's my light. My son's my world, but she's my light. But she doesn't want to be a girl anymore. She wants to be a boy. So I'm trying to save up for the surgery, but you got to be at Panera for 6 years to qualify for medical insurance. And I've only been here 3.5, so I got to wait 2.5 more years, and hopefully we can have the surgery and I can turn Jennifer into James. And that's the first 30 minutes. So then they go to commercial break, and then they come back. And when they come back, now the CEO, he done went home, got a shower, shaved, got a 3-piece suit on. Now he's really looking like the CEO of a company. And then he sits down in this big, beautiful office. And then they show the girl that was just with him 5-6 hours earlier. Now she's in a limo headed to Panera corporate headquarters. Then they sit her down in this room, and she's looking around. Then this dude walked in that she was just with earlier that day. But now he looks different. And she's just staring at this dude like, I know you, but I don't know how I know you. She's just looking. What? Charlie? Charlie? Is that you, Charlie? Well, my name's not Charlie, first of all. My real name is Douglas Kraus. I am the CEO of Panera Bread. And I gotta tell you, that 60 minutes I spent with you today changed everything for me. It really did. I saw your passion for our company. I saw your enthusiasm for our customers, and I said to myself, wow, this is a young lady we need here for a long, long time. So after I left you today, I took a few steps to ensure your place at Panera for years to come. The first thing I did when I left you today, I made a $10,000 donation to the Cancer Society in your father's name. That's the first thing I did. The second thing I did, I ordered 30,000 raisins to be distributed all throughout the country. So tomorrow morning, we're going to have a raisin in every cookie, and we're now going to guarantee a raisin in every bite. Thanks to you, I appreciate that. And then you told me about your son and how your son's blind. And I wasn't okay with that. So I want to give your son my eyes. What the fuck? Panera! Panera! Wow. Emotional, I get it. Let it out, let it out. And then you told me how about your daughter. How your daughter needs that surgery. but you don't qualify for medical insurance. So I went and I put in a waiver. You are fully covered immediately through Panera Bread. You don't have to wait 2.5 more years. You can apply for that surgery tomorrow. Still wasn't enough though, still wasn't enough. Whew. So I talked her over with my wife. I want to help your family out, and I want to give your daughter my dick. I want to cut my dick off and give it to your daughter. What the fuck? My daughter's gonna have a dick. My daughter's gonna have a dick. My son's gonna see it. My son's gonna be able to see my daughter's dick. Stupidest fucking show on TV. We crying and shit. So here's the thing. Here's where I'm at in my life right now. I am by no means a relationship expert at all. But I feel like over the last couple years, I got to know myself a lot better. And I think I got to know men, like what men want out of relationships and everything. And I can only speak from a man's perspective. I can't speak from a female's perspective. But it's not complicated. It really isn't, And I see we got couples in here tonight, but then if you're single, I want to help the single ladies out too in here. So listen, ladies, if you're single, okay, and you're out there dating, you're trying to meet Mr. Right, and you're meeting different guys. Listen, when you meet a guy and you go on a date, especially the first date, fuck immediately. That's all I got. I just figured I'm about to get all deep and shit. Hell no, it's time to fuck. It was funny, the whole crowd was like, where's they going with this? Because that's all guys want, ladies. That's all, we just want to fuck. Like seriously, we don't care about your hopes and your dreams and your goals in life. We don't. We just want to fuck. And until we fuck, everything you say to us is going back to fucking everything. Oh my God, I just got my master's from Harvard. I ain't never had no Harvard pussy. Had some community college pussy, that was good, but Harvard, that's Ivy League. Because I know I did that movie Think Like a Man, and in that movie, Steve Harvey, he wrote that book, and when I read the book, and I read that part where he was telling women, he was telling people to wait 90 days. When I read that, I was like, this is the dumbest shit I have ever read in my life. Ain't no dude waiting 90 days. I read that book like it was fiction. I go, who wrote this? Harry Potter? This ain't real. Ain't no dude waiting 90 days. I wish a woman would tell me wait 90 days this stage of my life. Woman, Gary, I need you to wait 90 days. All right. I'll wait 90 days for you. I'm gonna fuck 3 other girls in the meantime. But I'm gonna wait 90 days because you asked. 90 days is up. Oh my God, I can't believe you waited. I know, I surprised myself. But you're worth it. She's not. We're trying to fuck, man. And I think women would probably sleep around sooner with men if they weren't worried about being called names. Because I don't like how we got this double standard in society where a man can sleep with a bunch of women, he's still a man. But a woman wants to sleep with a bunch of dudes, all of a sudden she's a hoe, she's a thought. Stop thinking like that, ladies. They're just words. It can't hurt you. That's not who you are. You are so much more than that. I mean, seriously, think about it. What's a hoe? It's a couple letters. Hell, say it 3 times, it's Christmas. Come on now, Santa Claus in town. Come get these gifts, it's time to fuck. You talking about? I would never do that. I would never just randomly call some woman I don't know a hoe or a thought. I wouldn't do it. Like if you're walking around the mall, you see a woman walk around the mall and she got 4 kids, come to find out from 4 different dudes. Some people might call her a hoe. They will. Oh, she a hoe. She got 4 kids with 4 dudes. She's a hoe. Now me, I see a woman with 4 kids from 4 different dudes. That's a woman with some really amazing pussy. I said, hold on, let me get this straight. 4 separate dudes hit that raw and refuse to pull out. That shit must be amazing. That pussy must be fire. I want to feel that flame. Because you got to think about it. You really got to think about it. By the time the 4th baby daddy got up in there, that motherfucker do the math. That motherfucker knew he had to pull out and still couldn't. He knew she had 3 other kids. You can't hide 3 motherfucking kids. Hell, the kids probably at the door trying to get in the room. Mom! Mom! I'll be out in a minute. Damn! That dude was just in there. I gotta get out of here. I should probably leave soon. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck, she got me. She got me. You can't be mad when she calls you 2 months later. I'm pregnant. I had a feeling you was gonna call me. Just take that L, enjoy little man. Fuck, you might be an astronaut. Don't think so low of him. Because that's the only one of the 10 commandments I don't agree with. Is when they say, wait till you get married before you have sex. You can't do that. You can't do that. I don't know. I think Jesus and God have a sense of humor. Because this is the truth, ladies. Men, we really don't know how we feel about you till we nut. And that's truth. Because I guarantee you, every dude in this room, at one point in your life, you had a girl you thought you really liked, and then you nutted, and everything changed. It's not our fault. We can't explain it. It just happens. We'd be like, ugh, I want you to leave. It's not our fault. We don't know until it happens. And we'll come up with some fucking excuses to get you out of the house. I got a dentist appointment in the morning. It's 3 a.m. I know my dentist is at 6, so yeah, my dentist is in Napa, so I gotta get going here pretty soon. Going at traffic, rush hour. Don't be mad at us, it just fucking happens, man. If you're in a relationship, ladies, with the dude, one thing is like, you gotta be open to trying new shit. Especially if you want a dude to not fuck anybody else. Only you better be open to some trying new shit. Because, and if your dude asks you to try some shit he's never done before, you better fucking do it. I'm telling you, don't be judging him for real. Not me. I'm just saying, somebody out there will do it. So, because man, we don't question shit. We get excited when our woman says shit. Shit we never did before. It ain't gotta make no goddamn sense to us. We don't give a fuck. Suck on my left titty, put your pinky in my ear, down your balls on my pussy, don't put nothing in. Got it? I don't know what the fuck you getting at this. But you my woman. We ain't gonna suck the right titty, the left titty. We ain't gonna disrespect you. You said left. Because I'm at a point in my life, I'm trying everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying whatever I want, just to see if it happens. Half the time, I don't even mean it. I'll be sitting there, suck my balls from the back. Oh my God, she's doing it. I was kidding. I remember the first time I did that shit, girl was in the bed, I'm at the window, looking down at the pool. It's like 11 a.m. I'm fucking around. Suck my balls from the back. This girl jumped out of bed like, I was like, oh my God. I was kidding. So now I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck on this window. And I felt dirty because we was at a Disney resort. So I'm looking at all these little fucking kids playing at the pool. And she just wouldn't stop. Okay, I asked her to do it. Now I can't ask her to stop. So I'm trying to get her to change the subject and, hey, you want to go swimming? You want to go swimming? She's still in the sun. She gave me a thumbs up. Fuck. You want to get a cabana? Yeah, let's get a cabana. So that's when she stopped. So now I had to get a cabana. I wasn't planning on getting a cabana that day. So then we're sitting in a cabana, and she gets the menu, and she goes, can I get chicken fingers and fruit? I said, you can get whatever the fuck you want. You just suck my balls from the back. The menu is yours. The fuck am I do? No, one or the other. Whatever the fuck you want, get it. And I'm just saying that to say this. Listen, I'm frugal. I'm not cheap, but I'm frugal. So I don't just splurge. I don't pop bottles. I ain't just getting cabanas to get it. But if anybody ever runs into me at a resort and there's cabanas and I'm laying there and there's a woman next to me, just remember, that woman sucked my balls from the back to get that cabana. Don't think I just got it. Now, if you see me sitting by the pool and I'm just in a regular ass chair, that girl said no. So you're gonna fight skin cancer like everybody else. And you don't get the fruited chicken fingers, one or the other. Can I get the fruited chicken fingers? You can substitute the fries for fruit. You don't get both. I can't believe you won't let me get both. Well, I couldn't believe you wouldn't suck my balls from the back. So, looks like we both in disbelief today. It's funny too, because man, everybody always remembers their first time to sleep with somebody. But I think as a dude, man, I think the first time you finger a girl is almost as big as the first time you sleep with a girl, because it's usually the first time you touch a woman's private part. That's a big day. Because I still remember the first day I did it. I'm vividly. It's seared in my brain. Because I was in high school, and it was the first week of school, 11th grade year. And, first week of school, you aren't really doing shit, And I had never messed with a girl before this point. Not really, because I was a late bloomer. I didn't have puberty till late, like all the way up to past 10th grade. Nothing popping off. I look like the movie. Then I had puberty, and then I showed up to school 11th grade, and me and this girl, it was at lunch, and we ended up in the gym. I'm not gonna blow her spot up, but shouts out to Brenda. Not gonna give the last name. So me and Brenda ended up in the gym, and we're making out, and then my hand went up her shirt. And that's the first time I ever touched a titty in my life. But I never went inside the bra because I was nervous. And I remember I was just rubbing on her titty, and I was like, damn, Brenda got a real bra. My mom got bras like this. I've seen bras like this in the dryer. And then my hand went down her shirt, and I hit the belly button. I started playing with it. And she's like, Gary, you know that's my belly button? I said, I know. I didn't. I thought I was there. I was thinking, damn, Brenda gonna have tiny ass babies. How's she gonna push a baby out of this tiny hole? Then I looked at the clock, and I was like, oh, lunch is almost over. I gotta make a move. So I put my hand down her pants. I had no idea how the female body worked. I didn't know when your fingers are down there for a few seconds, the weather's gonna change dramatically. Because I was like, oh, you leaking. You leaking, Brenda. You gotta go see the school nurse. Something wrong with you. Your shit broke. Your shit, what the fuck is this shit? Did you get bit by a spider? What kind of Peter Parker pussy you got, Brenda? I remember walking around the halls just intrigued all day with my hand. went to football practice. I couldn't put my shoulder pads on. My boy came over. Gary, what's wrong? I said, motherfucker, I put my finger on girl's pants down my hand, sticky as shit. He was like, Brenda? Ain't this a bitch? Here's the crazy part about that whole story. 15 years later, I'm back in my hometown. I'm at IHOP. Guess who my goddamn waitress is? Fucking Brenda. And she came walking over. She was like, Gary Owen, you remember me? I said, you know I do. She was like, you still ain't shit. And walked away. I was like, what, girl? The fuck, I forgot? No, motherfucker, I figured you. So listen, just so this isn't one-sided, I'll say this is for the fellas too. Just know this about women. I mean, obviously, eating pussy is very important in relationships. Very important. One girl said, woo woo, what the fuck? I never heard that noise. Yeah, we gotta eat pussy. Woo woo. But here's the thing, man. We gotta put our male ego aside sometimes and start asking women when you're down there how you're doing. Don't assume you got the game on lock. Just start to ask once in a while. Because I can just speak from personal experience on this. I learned a long time ago to put my ego aside and really listen when women are saying shit. Because, oh man, there was one particular day that really changed the direction of my life when it comes to sex and everything. I was 23 years old, messing with this chick, and I go down on her. And I think I'm doing pretty good, you know? And all of a sudden, in the middle of me going down on her, she was just like, Gary, what the fuck are you doing right now? And I just remember I looked up, I said, I don't really know, honestly. Like nobody ever taught me how to eat pussy. Looking back on that night, I was all over the place. At one point I was blowing on it. What the fuck was I blowing on it for? Now, my life could have went in two different directions that night. I could have went off on that chick. Because she was being honest with me. I could have went off. Bitch, you don't send me a pussy. I ain't pussy all day, bitch. But I didn't say that. I could hear the hurt and the disappointment in her voice. So when she yelled at me, I was just like, I don't know. Can you help me? Can you help me get better, please? And she did. She helped me get better. So for the next 2 weeks, every couple days I would go to her house. And I got better. And I remember, I remember like 2 weeks later, I remember she just looked down at me. She was like, oh my God, Gary, you have come so far. And I just looked up. I said, thanks to you. Thanks to you. Now, can you imagine if I would have let my male ego get in the way? Oh my God. I'd still be all over the country blowing on pussies. Now, I still got to take the L in this story. I'm still the loser here because any women that ever messed with me before the age of 23, and they're out there scattered, right? Every time my face pops up on a TV screen or in some movie, there's women out there looking at their girlfriends. Ooh, that non-pussy motherfucker. What? Yeah, girl, he went down on me one time. He started blowing on my pussy. What? Yeah, girl, I'm trying to get wet. This motherfucker drying me off and shit. Guilty. Guilty. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging with me tonight. I'm Gary Owen. Thank you guys. Good night. don't know. Ask Lisa. Huh? Then was you here at the beginning of the show, or you got here late? Because then I said that at the very beginning, right? Yeah. Well, next time get here on time, because we literally started 45 minutes late, and you was late to that? Oh my God. That ain't CP time, that's the other word time. That's the word that I can't say time. That's what time you on. What's funny is all the black people know what I'm talking about. There's a couple white people going, what time is that? What time is he talking about? So, thanks for coming at least. At least you got here. You know, why was you so late? Oh, they talking to each other. Why was you late? Why was you late, bitch? Bitch, you drunk. I was waiting on you, bitch. You always waiting on me, ho. Like, all of a sudden they fighting in the back. Oh my God! Fucking the hood's back there. They're back there rolling. They're back there right now rolling shit up. Why was you late? No, I wasn't. I was here. Everybody just had to get seated. No, I know. I'm just having fun with fucking set it off back here. So I'm missing you. How far away? You are my sin. Are you Vivica Fox or Queen Latifah? All right, we gotta wrap it up because this could go left. No. This shit might go left back here, I'm telling you. I've been in these situations, and right now they happy, but that motherfucking liquor is about to go left. Anybody ever been to a swinger thing? I went to one of those once. I'm really talking a lot tonight. No, I wouldn't swinger. No, I said I went to one once, but it was by accident. Like I didn't know what I was getting into. You gotta realize, I was in Miami. They used to have a comedy club in Coconut Grove, and it was like Friday night, and I'm at my show, and the show's over, and this lady and her husband came up. So I'm thinking, lady and her husband. They was like, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, well, I got some shows. She goes, what time have you been done? I said, like 1 a.m. She was like, you should come to our club. I said, okay. I'm thinking it was a real club, you know? So she exchanged info. Next night, I go with my opener, and then we go over there, and we get there, and the parking lot's packed, but there's absolutely no marquee. I was like, how do people know this place is out here? And then the door guy didn't want to let us in, because I didn't realize when you go to swinger shit, two dudes can't show up. Because if it's a swinger party and you don't put stipulations on, there's going to be 1,000 dicks and 4 pussies in that motherfucker. So I guess the rule is guy has to bring a girl. 2 girls can come, but 2 guys can't come. So they didn't want to let us in. I was like, damn, so I'm texting the owner, the girl. I was like, yo, we at the door. She came and got, she was, no, he's good. They let us in, and before I got there, she goes, what do you drink? And let's say Captain Morgan, right? Captain Morgan. I'm thinking I'm going to have a section, a bottle of Captain Morgan and shit. She set me up. We get there, because nobody's got sections. There is a dance floor, but the bar's over here. And she took me, she goes, Gary, we got your drink. And the bartender put the bottle on the bar. I was like, oh. I thought it was cool. And then I don't see anybody. I was like, motherfucker, there's like 500 cars. Where the fuck is everybody? I start seeing people with robes on going up these stairs. And then when I saw the robes, I literally looked at her. I said, is there a pool here? I'm so naive. And she goes, yeah, we got a pool. They did have a pool. So she takes us over to the pool. And we walked in the pool, and this dude sitting there, and this chick's just riding him. That's the first thing I see. I go, damn, she don't give a fuck. It's still not registering. So then she goes, Gary, you know what this is, right? I said, no. She goes, it's a swinger club. I said, shut the fuck up. It's a swinger club? She goes, yeah. How you not know that? I said, I don't fucking know. So now my opener was like, what the fuck? There's a swinger club! I go, shut the fuck up. So we like little kids, we were walking close. What the fuck? Stay close, bitch. That's how we were walking. So she said, you got to take off your clothes and put on a robe if you want to go upstairs. So they had a locker room. So I go in the locker room, and it's guys and girls just changing, naked. I was like, I went in the bathroom stall and changed. I went to the locker, and they locked your shit up, and then they got this bowl of condoms right here. She's like, you gonna take one? I said, no, I'm good. I don't even know what I'm walking into right now. So we go up the stairs, and motherfucker, all these rooms, some rooms there's like 10 people going at it, other rooms there's 4 people, and I won't walk in the rooms. Like, I'm looking at them like, and then one dude comes behind me and goes, bro, you can't be doing that, it's disrespectful, man. It's like you're peeping Tom. You're gonna watch, just walk in and watch. I was like, I appreciate that, thank you. I'm watching like 6 people just going to town on each other. And I'm just sitting there. There's other people watching, but nobody's talking. Like everybody just watching, like we zoned out. And I want to talk. So I'm going. We'll do another one nobody thought. And then I lost my opener. I go in a room to this motherfucker, the mishandling business. I was like, what the fuck? I remember he looked at me and waved. He's like, motherfucker, don't wave to me, bitch. He was a fat motherfucker too. He was a fat as shit. Thanks, Gary. You're the best comedian ever. And it was weird because I probably got there at 2 a.m. and at 5 a.m. like this big breakfast buffet just rolled in. So you got all these people that just got done fucking and sucking. And now they're on the buffet line. You want egg white? You want scrambled? Would you like some fruit? Of course they have pineapples. This is like Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream table. You got every nationality at one table. This is the I have a dream table. Got black, Asian, you Latino? Yeah. Other, yeah, all of it. How do you all 4 know each other? Do you know each other or just 2 of you know each other?
Just us 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You 2 know each other then? How do you 2 know each other?
Been dating for 5 years.
5? Whoa, is your name Patience? What's going on now? Like, where'd you guys meet at 5 years ago?
on the beach.
Oh, really? Just walking along the beach?
Now, mutual friends, but it just sounds better.
Oh, okay. He was really thinking, too. She was drowning. And I just ran on the ocean and saved her. And gave her the Heimlich. And she woke up in the middle of me, you know. How do you two know each other? Work, college?
Dating for 5 years too.
Oh, you guys are dating too?
Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, whoa. I was just gonna roll with it, but in my brain I was like, I ain't see that shit coming. I was there about to play it on too. Oh, okay, good. That's good. You guys listen to Missy Elliott on the way home and shit. Who's got the keys to the Jeep? You know I got the keys. How do you two know each other? Oh, school? What school?
Middle school? High school?
Oh, middle school. You guys met at recess or in the hall or something?
Special ed class.
What is that?
Special ed class.
Special ed class? That's funny. That was a good one. That is funny if I didn't believe you. You guys are really special ed. And you get up, you both walk with no arm swing. Are you religious, miss?
I'm spiritual.
Spiritual. That's a good way to say you fuck. Before you get married. I like how you worded that. I'm spiritual. I believe in the Lord, but I do like getting my pussy ate. You gotta read between the lines to be with. That's the same way. If you ever meet a girl at church, you gotta ask her that. You saved or you say? How saved are you? There's levels to this saving stuff. I was clearly a gummy just kicked in. That was the gummy. His whole table like, oh shit! It's been 45 minutes. He's laughing right now, looking the wrong way. Gary's that way. I don't give a fuck. Man, I couldn't do prison. I don't know what the fuck. That keeps me from committing crimes. It's the thought of going to prison, because, you know, I'm a white guy, but black people know me. So I'd be fucking, I wouldn't know who the fuck I'm supposed to hang with in jail. My first day, I'd be like, I don't know, I go to the Muslims or the white supremacists. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Am I going with Muhammad? Or fucking Jerry? No, I don't. I don't like the way you said that either. I do not know where I'm going. The way he said that, you know where you going. Fresh meat, motherfucker. You the chicken breast. You ain't the chicken thigh. Big ass succulent white skin. I did not like the way you said that, bro. You said that like you was rubbing your hands. You know where you going. I like a motherfucker that plays hard to get. Because I can probably, if I went to jail, the white guys are gonna try to get me first. Because I'm so goddamn pale. They'd be like, ooh, we might have our new leader. This motherfucker got blue eyes, pale as fuck. But I probably would have had to hang with the white dudes. But I'd have been, fuck, I'd have been done when my kids came to visit. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Oh. Bend it down. I'll be looking for you. Hey, dog, I know where I'm going now. Shit. They're always black, bro. What are you talking about? He's like, is she black? They're always black. Motherfucker, I ain't had white pussy since white pussy had me. I don't know if that's a reflection on my mom or not. Like, was her pussy that bad? Oh my God. I'm never going back to that again. It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. It's a joke. Like you're holding your hands like, how could you say that about your mama? She's got 6 kids. I'm sure her pussy is amazing. What's your shirt say? Dudes just, what? Dudes just taste better. Whoa. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Didn't see that one coming. I completely misread the room. I was wondering why when I told that joke, he was like, oh, that was me! That was me! Remember, I had the spirit fingers! Well, thanks for being honest. I'm gonna be proud, be proud. I'm gonna let everybody know, motherfucker. Bam! I'm going to see Gary Owen and Lil Nas X next week. I'm thinking about all the gay artists now for some reason. Rocket Man. Always been gay, sir? Yeah. I think you gotta be born that way. You know, I don't think you just turn gay. Because I always like black girls. And people are like, why? I go, my dick is hard, motherfucker. Same thing with you. Another dick makes my dick hard. That's it. My dick likes dick. Got dick on dick on dick. Got dick on dick on dick. I'm just glad you're laughing about it. Some gay dudes be sensitive as fuck. Stop, it hurts. No, that don't hurt. You know what? Which dad? Stepdad or real dad?
Ooh, the one that didn't like your mom. Just your mom. The man that did not like your mom.
The man that didn't like.
He didn't like your wife.
That's both. That's both. They're both assholes, though.
No.
My stepdad and my real dad, they both assholes. Cause my dad wasn't around, but then I got in a couple movies and he started coming around. Weird how that happens. And then my stepdad was just an asshole growing up. Dude. I remember when I was like 7, he asked me if I was gay. I was like, I don't even know what gay is. I'm fucking 7, bro. I remember he pulled me aside. It was like a real comment. Hey, Gary, let me talk to you, man. You can tell me anything, Is you gay? Is you gay? I go, what's that? He's like, you like playing with little boys? I go, I love playing with little boys. I want to play with boys all day. I love playing with them. I started naming out boys like Paul and Mike and Jim. He's like, yeah, I knew it. I was like, what? You like playing with little boys? Hell yeah, I love playing with little boys. And then I got older, I was like 16. He asked me the same question. said, why you asked me that? Because I didn't remember he asked me when I was 7. Because now I'm 16, I don't really remember. He said, I'm just saying, you never bring girls around. I was like, we live in a trailer. I never bring no girls back to the trailer park. I'm trying to seal the deal, not fuck it up. I can't bring no girl back to this ragged ass trailer. Welcome. All this can be yours. Bring no girl back to the trailer. We must have your motherfucking mind. Yeah, my stepdad was a piece of work, man. He was a hole, bro. He got in a fight at my wedding. My stepdad sacrificed my real dad at my wedding. Yeah, like we're sitting there like, we was just about to do the bouquet in the garden. I should have known this shit wasn't gonna work out. From the wedding day, because I remember I grabbed my brother. I said, man, let's have a drink real quick before we do the bouquet in the garden. And we was facing this way, looking at the bartender. All of a sudden I heard, there's a fight! And I went, I turned around, there's my stepdad, my real dad. I was like, what the f? It was funny at my wedding because we had like 300 people at my wedding. We had 250 black people, 50 white people, and 2 white guys got in a fight. What are the chances? And then we had like security on the grounds, not for the wedding, but like to keep people away and stuff. And I remember I looked at the security and I said, where the f was you? He goes, dude, I was looking at the black people, bro. I didn't think the white people started fighting. I was like, oh my God, dude. You don't know the trailer park. Trailer park don't give a f. I asked my stepdad, I was like, I knew he started it. I said, what the f you hit him for? He said something. He goes, nah, he looked at me funny. I said, you're lying. He looked at me, he goes, nah, Gary, it wasn't on my face. He looked at me like, I f***ed your wife before you. I went around with Gary's going up, and I'm still at the wedding. Ha, ha, ha. I said, damn, he said all that in the face? I ain't never seen a face like that. That must have been a hell of a face. What kind of face we talking about, bro? All leaders ain't bigger double standard than the way a man raising son and daughter. It's way bigger than women.
Yes, it is.
That's different.
It really is.
And there's so many examples that'll let you know there's a 180 degree. I got it. She's like a Latino Tony Robbins. You are somebody. In the most polite way. Even the transgender people like, shut the f up. I got a deep voice. Hey, shut the f up. Whoa. You haven't sounded like that in 5 years. Well, see this thing. Look at the way. Shut the f up. Well, when that liquor hits, it hits. There's nothing you do, because she's looking around like, who's he talking to? She didn't know I'm talking to her. That's the moment. This is one. Oh, she's not driving. Car's gonna pull over. You know how fast she was going? I like spaghetti. With the bandana and the... How long you been married, baller?
33 years.
33? Dang. You got that good for real. Got that good. 92? That's before cell phones. That's when you had to call the house. You had to remember the phone number. Remember you been at the club? What's your number? My number 909-512-3131. You walk around, 909-512-3131. 909-512-3131. Hey, what's up, girl? Shut the fuck up. 909-512-3131. 1, 3, 1, 3. I need a pair, bro. Kind of fucking club that up, man. You write it down. Then I hope you don't smear it in the napkin. I gotta call it, hoping the girl doesn't live with her dad. Hello? Hello? Is the girl with the good there? Oh, you talking about my oldest daughter? Your dad knows? Everybody know I got that good. Big wedding? 92? I was just thinking, man, there's some jams in your motherfucking. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. Yeah, there's some jams in 92. No, baby, no, baby. I went to a white high school and a bunch of white girls sung at the talent show. My senior year, I was like, what the fuck is this? Every doing one step, I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak, I lose all control. Something takes hold of me by my side, I just can't deny your love is. Then they got her knees, knocks me right off of my feet. It's like, what the? We went to school to start clapping. And my school did just what you did. They clapping that bullshit. Got that good. It's just a good vibration. Come on. Remember that? Yeah, I fingered a girl with that song. Sweet temptation. I did. I finger banged a girl in the club one night. Just a good vibration. Every time I hear that song, I just want to smell my fingers. Feel it. Feel the vibration. Yo, Johnny G on the back up. It's funny how you hear certain songs and bring back memories. Good vibrations. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Finger Bang. Dome Nightclub, Washington, D.C. It's just a good vibration. Come on. But you were getting ready for your wedding, and I was finger banging a girl in the club. Look how life. And here we are, 33 years later, just laughing together, talking. Oh, your kids are here? Those your kids? Yeah. They came out the good? Laid back, they ain't angry. That's what that good does. Good has laid back boys. You get bad. Those are angry mothers. Bro, talking about my mama. Oh, your mama ain't got that good. Why you so angry, bro? I'm just saying, man. My boys are gonna be laid back. They came out of some good too. Hell yeah, they did. Yeah, good. I don't know if that's a conversation you have with your boys though. Dad. What was mom like when we was little? All that. See, boys? I've had some pussy in my life, but never pussy like your mama. That was that Japanese A1 Wagyu. no sirloin from Ralph's? That was $110 an ounce. That's funny. That was the best line. You didn't hear me. He goes, never seen it, never touch it. I'm sorry, I'm a vegetarian. He was so adamant. Never seen it, never touch it. Sorry, I went too deep because he started dry heaving over there. Oh, stop. Oh. Gary, change the fucking subject. Marshawn Lynch is a scary motherfucker, bro. That motherfucker's scary. He punked me one night, straight punked me. In the classic Marshawn Lynch, it's the most classic Marshawn Lynch story. Like it was literally the day, so they lost the Super Bowl on Sunday, the one where he should have got the ball. So I got a show Tuesday in LA. He comes to the show, and after the show I see him. How you doing, man? He goes, hey man. He be talking about them black bitches. I was like, because I don't know where you stand. I'm like, is he mad or is he happy? I said, no, I only talk about one. I don't talk about a whole group. Then he goes, and then right as we're talking, we're actually having a cordial conversation, this dude just got in the middle of us. He goes, Marshawn, let me get a picture. And he got his phone out, and Marshawn goes, oh, I don't take selfie with doves. And then the mother goes, oh, so the dude had to get the camera, and then the dude tried to put his hand on Marshawn's shoulder, he slapped it. He's like, I was like, did you just slap his hand? He was like, oh shit. So then the dude leaves. Now me and Marshawn are talking again, and I go, are you from Oakland, right? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, I was married at the time. I go, my wife went to Skyline. He goes, oh shit, I went to Tech. Skyline was a rival. He goes, if your wife would have played football, I would have ran her ass over too. I was like, and then I can say, I go, well, she didn't play football, so yeah, you would have never ran her over. She wasn't playing. She tutored a couple players. I had to go home and tell my wife, look, I ran into Marshawn, and I did not defend your honor. And if you hear it any other way, well, I mean, he was telling the truth. He would have ran you over if you played football. We dated for 11 years. Whoa. What took so long? Sir? Is he allowed to talk? Can he talk at this point? This been stone face the whole show. He smiles like a nice smile, but he won't laugh. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. A man of few words. Hey, man, he just comes in the bedroom and dig out. What's here to do with it? No, mine's like, what the fuck you doing? But there's like 4 people on your side there. You're like, oh shit! You know sign language, man? What's blowjob? Because right there, it's right. It's like, right there. Oh, that was easy. What is it? What's the penis? Right on your face, huh? Penis is this? That's penis. What's This kid deaf, very good argument. I did it, deaf girl, once. I did. Swear to God. Yeah, right. Yeah, you did. DC. It was when I was in the Navy, I was 18, met her out at a nightclub. It better. Like she was dancing. I walked up, I was like, man, you back here, just get behind her and dance. With a cell phone, you on IT, that's how you make girls. You couldn't get on your phone. You get a nightclub at 9 o'clock, leave it at 1:30. This is gonna do all right. Good night, dude. This is me that one. Hey. That's what I did. I was like, so, she's backing up. No, she's still backing up. But her ass never left my area. She into it. Well, come to find out, the club, it was called Tracks in DC. It was huge, but they had small rooms. And I guess all the deaf people gay there, they would always want one of the small rooms so they could feel the vibrations off the wall. So that's how she was on the beat, you know? But then again, when she told me that, I go, I was the only motherfucker in there but in here. I was talking, it was quiet. I had twins last year unexpectedly. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say unexpectedly, I nutted in her. Yeah. Or they're always black. She said, are they black? Duh. Does he so? He turned around, they're black. They're black. She's gone. She's gone. She's dead. She died. Mouth open. Is it 8:48? 8:48? She's not gonna remember nothing. Both of them. I ain't never seen love like this. This is the kind of relationship I want. You're f***ed up, I'm f***ed up. You pass out, I pass out. I want a relationship like that. We all laughing at him. That's love on another level. Because he was awake, he was fine. He wasn't drinking, he was trying to calm her down, and then she went to sleep and he went to sleep. No, this is the greatest homeless couple I've ever seen. You're gonna see him on 15 in about an hour. Underneath an underpass. The entire staff's up here. What you gonna do? Like, what I have a meeting in mind? Do we wake them up? Do we wait till the show's over? Do we call an ambulance? We got the smelling salts. Let's wait till the show's over. They're good right now. She dead. Okay, no, they're up. They're up. So I gotta get up early in the morning. Find me another lover. gonna be on the way home. She's gonna be like this. Hey, when we going to see Gary? I thought you got tickets. You said we was going to see Gary on Friday. I probably get a message on Instagram. You not showing up. You drove all the way from Temecula. This is my Christmas present, and you didn't even come. I expect this at the late show, but not the early show. I wonder why I got quiet. It was loud, loud, loud. They were just like, oh, this is a cool crowd again. I looked over, she was done. And it was right after my Diddy dope. She took that to heart. Look, hey, spot my drink, spot my drink. Thanks for coming, man. No, just let her sleep. Just let her sleep. She's in good hands. The staff's waiting to take you to the police officer out the door. And he's gonna escort you to your car. She's gonna be on the back of the cop car. You get a new car? She's awake. Welcome back. He was gone for a second. That's a good man. He went to sleep with you. You pass out, we pass out. She is definitely the Joe Biden of this show. She started off strong and just died towards the end. Woo! I'm gonna change this country. So if you a dude and you a nurse, quit. I don't want you touching me, I'm in a gown. Just checking on you guys. I have brain surgery. What the f*** you checking my leg, man? Gotta make sure you have the blood vessels to vacuum. It's fine. How long you guys been married now?
8 years.
Oh, 8. That's good. Where'd you guys meet at? Like, what's that mean? NASA? Chipotle? Are you an astronaut or are you on the line? What are we doing here? Oh, Amazon? Like the warehouse? That's good. Did you guys steal? You guys still like packages? You don't steal nothing? I couldn't do a job like that. I'd be ganging some shit. My house be off the chain. Where do you get all these TVs? Scanning. Every time Gary works, we miss it. Were you guys on the warehouse floor?
I was.
What was he doing? What was you doing? You was looking down? Who's the new girl? Send her up to my office. You like being on the floor? Would you like to be in management? Management would like to be in you. Next day, are your friends looking around? Where the f*** she go? Now you looking down. Hey, girls. Randy Moss, he got cancer. He beat it. So he got the hoodie. I just saw it online. He's a cool dude. He's a cool guy. So I was like, all right, I'll support. That was a great question. Thank you, gay guy. He's trying to look. He's cute. He's on your show. Oh, he raised a lot of my cancer. Yeah. No, Randy's good. He beat it.
How's your relationship with your older kids, man?
He's good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Oldest is a gymnastics teacher now. He's not gay. Then what did the hands came up? He's not gay. He's fucking the other instructors, the girls. He's the only guy at the gymnastics school. Getting all the that was kind of a questionable profession. A gymnastics instructor, he was like, ooh. How you doing? Good. Everybody, we're everybody good now.
How you got into comedy?
I always knew I wanted to do it, like stand up. I was in the Navy when I first started doing stand up. No, I was in the Navy. Here's a crazy story. I was in the Navy and on BET at the same time. It's crazy how I did it because I get to San Diego and I start telling jokes. My first day in San Diego, I was like, I thought you had to start in California. And I thought all of California was LA. I didn't know there was a Bakersfield, a Eureka, a Fresno. You gotta, I'm from a small town in Ohio. I never left anywhere my whole life. Then I joined the Navy, boot camp structured. So I know about boot camp. I got to California. Only thing I know about LA is Boys in the Hood and David Lee Roth. I wish y'all could be California girls. He didn't say LA girls, he said California girls. I thought LA was just Baywatch and Boys in the Hood. That's all I thought it was. So I come out here, I'm in San Diego, so I get the phone book and I called this place called a Comic Castle. And I asked the judge, I said, hey man, you got open mic? He goes, hold on, let me check. Uh-huh. Puts me on hold and comes back, he goes, I can't find him. I really can't find him. What are you talking about? Open mic, bro. I'm saying in person. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, I'm a comedian. He goes, bro, it's a comic book store. This motherfucker was looking for a superhero named Open Mike. So he gave me the number to the La Jolla Comedy Store, and that's where I started going up. So I started going up. So then Z90 was a hip hop station in San Diego. I don't know if it's still there, but Z90 was a hip hop station. And then I was driving in my truck, and it's like, we're looking for the funniest black comedian in San Diego. So I called in. And I didn't say I was white or black. I just said, yeah, I want to join the contest. And I did put a little bass in my voice, I ain't gonna lie. Like when I called, it's like, Z90, I go, hey, this the contest? Yeah, I want to enter that shit. Yeah, all right, yeah, what time? All right. Hey, what's your name? I was like, Gary. Oh, Gary just loses. I got the worst name to be intimidating, Gary. So anyways, I win the contest. First prize was audition for Comic View. I audition for Comic View, I get on Comic View, I win Comic View, so now I'm the host. So people forget, back in the day, you would film the whole season in 1 week. We would do 5 episodes a day, and 5 days a week, 5 days for 1 week, that's 25 episodes. That was the whole season of Comic View, it was done in a week. I took a week's leave, drove up to LA, recorded, came back down to the base. A couple months later, now they're airing the episodes. I don't even know I'm on TV, I don't have cable. So I'm a cop in the Navy, so I'll be waving cars on the base. I'm just standing there, like, all right. All of a sudden a brother pull up. Was you on TV last night? Yeah, keep it going, man. Have a good day. I was thinking, motherfucker, am I on TV, mother? Like, now I'm on BT. Now word's getting around the base. Mother Cox is a comedian. Curtis Ganson called the head of BET. He was like, yo, I want to meet with you. I drive up to LA one day. Yeah, we won't make you the host. I go, oh. I still had 6 months left of my enlistment. They weren't filming for another 3 months. So I had to go back to my command, be like, can I get out 3 months early? I got a TV show. And they was like, okay, we've heard of some lies. This is good one. So BET had to send my paperwork into my command. So now I had to go from a board. I'll never forget, the board was 4 people on the board, and it was 3 black dudes and 1 white dude. So when I saw it, I go, okay, this is the kind of board I want right here for this show. This ain't CMT, this is BET. And then right before I walked into the board, like the board meeting, like my chief was a brother. He was like, yo, Gary, we know what's going on. We're gonna make sure you're good. I go, I appreciate that, chief. So now I'm sitting in front of the board and I'm pleading my case. I thought it was going pretty good. And the one white dude, the one warrant officer, he's like, no, I need him. I need him. Like he don't want to let me out. So like my ass was the difference between the Navy making it for the next 3 months or not. Like if I'm not in the Navy's going for sure. But I wish everyone in this room at one point in your life could just have the feeling of empowerment that I had at that moment, because it hit me. I was like, wait a minute, I'm sitting there pleading my case, begging basically, and it hit me like, wait a minute, I'm not asking, I'm getting out. I can care less. Honorable, dishonorable, I don't care. Because I've never been hired for a movie, TV show, or comedy club, and they asked me for my military record. It's never gonna happen. So I just told him, I said, sir, with all due respect, I'm getting out. Honorable, dishonorable, I'm getting out. He goes, you can't tell me what you're gonna do. You can't tell me what you're gonna do. I said, I will do a line of cocaine on your desk. If that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do. That just stood up, what the f you say to me? What the f you say to me? And my chief was like, I think he said do a line of cocaine on your desk. What drink is that? That's very pink.
Watermelon margarita.
What is it?
Watermelon margarita.
Oh, watermelon margarita. Thanks. I just noticed you're Asian. Thanks for laughing at that first joke. Appreciate that. I looked right by you. Oh, you're right there.
I'm Mexican, not Asian.
Oh, you're not Mexican? You're not Asian? No. Oh, my bad. The glasses threw me. He was squinting at the drink. Some watermelon margarita. Your vision's terrible. It's like, I'm Mexican. She got mad too. I ain't Asian. And then her eyes got more square. I'm not Asian. I think there's an Asian branch on your family tree. There's one aunt or uncle from 300 years ago. No, you're not. 2%. You don't have no uncles in the military, went to the Philippines or something like that? My dad was in the Navy, I was in the Navy. My dad was stationed in the Philippines for 3 years. I have no doubt I have a brother or sister over there. I know I got some relatives in the Philippines because he was in the 70s, he was in the Philippines. Shut the up. Probably some funny Filipino right now doing karaoke. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. What's up, Frank? Up here, like a bomb. Filipinos got more P's in the alphabet. A, P, C, P, E, P, G. You ever been cussed out by a Filipino? You be confused as fuck. I was stationed with a Filipino dude. He cussed me out one day. I don't know what I did. He goes, hey, fuck you, Perry. What did you say? Fuck you, Perry. I was trying to say, fuck you, Gary. But that shit came out, fuck you, Perry. I used to love Filipino food when I was in the Navy. I was about lumpia and pancit. Lumpia came before egg rolls. I found out, I looked it up. I don't know why I looked at you. You're not Asian, but... Egg rolls were invented in the 1930s. Lumpia been around, bro. Like Mao Zedong type shit. I was thinking, when you come out here, first thing you think of is the movie Friday. And then when you get out here, though, there's three things I didn't notice you have a lot of in Ontario area. You have a lot of Starbucks mattress firms. Quite a few Asian massage parlors. Not looking at you. I haven't seen any Mexican massage parlors. But the Asian ones are deep back. Asian massage parlors are funny because we all act like we don't see them, but they everywhere. Usually they're kind of close to Mattress Firm, which kind of makes sense.
Well, did you go?
No, I didn't go. I just got here. No, I said I haven't been. I didn't lie about that. I'm dead ass. Like sometimes sometimes I'll be like, I might go, but I'm like, nope. I'll be thinking that would be the day. Can you imagine? At least I'm a comedian. I'd still do my shows. I'm like, I'm sure you guys heard. My ex-wife would be like, yeah, I'm glad. I guess it would just be a fine, right? You wouldn't like get arrested. You going to jail? What would happen? I ain't got to register as a pedophile. What? What kind of YouTube searches you doing? No, you register as a pedophile. I don't think little girls are in there. Oh my God, I think my cousin Tina knew more than you. I think Tina be like, that's not a pedophile. A pedophile is a little kid. Even your dude was like, what the f? You gonna hear about that in the car the whole way home. What the f is you doing, pedophile? I should just ate my cheese sticks. Just shut up. Yeah. Oh my God. What were you thinking? Like they're of age. What were you gonna say? Like, do you get arrested? Like arrested?
Arrested, yeah, like, at least a night.
A night? They don't care about it. I don't think it. I think it would depend on the cop. If you get a cool cop that's probably been there himself. You can't tell me some police officers like, stopping by on the way to work. Oh, hello, welcome back. Oh, you took care of me. I'm gonna ride on by today. Hurry, come back here. Big man. I don't think you would stay all night. I don't think so. You don't stay all night for a hand job? That'd be the worst. You got motherfucking people in there. What the fuck you do? Oh man, little ass hand on my dick. Cops came in. She gonna be on the phone visiting one of her friends. Is that pedophile next to you? I saw him on the news. He's a pedophile. No, not. I wanted an adult to me off. Are you guys married? Yeah. Are you all right? What was in that drink? She looked over. To him? I don't want to talk to you no more. She's the type of girl you'd be like, hey, can you go pick me up? What time? 3 o'clock? I know you probably don't get it. You're probably still trying to figure it out. I mean, that's the clock, right? At 3. It's after the 2 and before the 4. I don't get it. He took her drink away. What was that? What is that? Is that a cucumber in there or a lime? What is it?
The cucumber jalapeno.
Was that vodka?
Yeah.
Cucumber jalapeno vodka drink? They could have put probably an orange in there. You wouldn't know the difference. This way. You looking at your husband? Look, it's an orange cucumber. It's not a cucumber, babe. It's an orange. was cool with the vows at the wedding, right? She got through that. You taking to be your husband? I think, right? Is this what I say I do? I say I do right now? You just, oh, look at that. Okay, well, I'm gonna say I do right now. Okay, I'm about to do it. The camera ready? I do. You may now kiss the bride. We're doing French. Or we're just gonna do the lips. Come on, girl. Let's do it doggy style. She just looked at you. Oh, like, I'm almost gonna turn over. Dog? What? You like that? You barking for it? You said doggy style. Come on, girl, suck my doggy style. What are you doing? You didn't say stop. What kind of dog? Talking to Yorkie? Or a bull mastiff? I would ask where you met, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Where'd you meet at? Where? We don't want to know? Oh, yeah, I do now. I really do. Like, I really want to know now. Was it online? No. I wouldn't think you would meet somebody online. She's on the wrong app. I never get no matches. I just got food getting delivered. You on Uber Eats? Oh, I thought the driver messed with me. No, he's bringing you food. I was wondering why they kept coming, just leaving. They don't even stay. Where'd you guys meet at? Was it a bar? You met at a strip club? You was dancing? No, you was waitressing? He was just sitting there, tipping. That's hysterical, man. But I tell you what, my first time at a strip club, again, I was like 18 years old. Everything happened, a lot of shit happened my first year in the Navy because I never went anywhere. I was small town Ohio, never left, and then you join the Navy, all of a sudden my first duty station was Washington, D.C. I'm in a big city, and I'm like a redneck trailer park kid, like I'm out of my element. But there was one strip club we could go to that if you had military ID, they didn't really check it, right? So you show your military to get in. So I never went. And I went by myself, middle of the day, kind of like you guys at the comedy club right now. I remember they let me in, and I was sitting there, right? I'm just sitting there. And the girl's like dancing. I was like, damn, because I was just thinking, her titties are out. It's so low, you guys can see her titties. And I was like the only motherfucker in there, and I'm right next to the stage. So I'm getting all these attention from her, but I'm not tipping at all. I'm just... And then the waitress kept coming over asking, do I want a drink? I would never make eye contact because I was thinking if she looks at me, she's going to know I'm not 21. So you want anything to drink? I was like, no, thank you. 20 minutes later, you want anything to drink? I'm good. Like, I would never look at her. I'm focused on the girl. After an hour, then she just came back. She goes, you want anything to drink? I was like, no. So I'm not tipping the stripper. I'm not drinking. I'm just sitting there. The waitress just snapped on me. You was coming looking free pussy. I didn't say a word. I just got up. Just walked out that motherfucker. Motherfucker snap. You just coming looking free pussy. But you live and learn. That's how you become an adult. I didn't know how to tip. I didn't know what the fuck tipping was. I didn't grow up where you went to restaurants where you tipped. We was McDonald's, Wendy's, that type of shit. That was a good night out. My mom brought McDonald's home. I was like, ooh, you must have got your tax check. And we still only got hamburgers. I want a cheeseburger. Got cheese in the house. You know, cheeseburger, that's an extra 10 cents. Hamburger 49 cents, cheeseburger 59 cents. I'm gonna order 3 of them up. That's 30 cents. So I never knew what tipping was. So when first time I ever brought a drink at 21, I get a beer. I just remember, I'll never forget, it was $4.75. I put $5 on the bar. The bartender comes by and puts my beer down, drops a quarter down, and I went, my man, and I tapped the quarter. I went, that's for you. And I slid that motherfucker over. Yo, he flicked it at me. He goes, keep it. I look at my bartender, what the bartender's at? Oh. He's like, what'd you do? I said, I was getting a quarter. He goes, Gary, that's like offensive, man. I was like, what? I was about to drink 4 or 5 more beers. He just lost $1.50. That's what I know. I did not know I was being offensive. The way I tapped it though, like my man, pow, pow. That's for you, big baller. The way he flicked it backwards too. Keep it. Drink. But you don't know. So you know you're going to fall in love. You went into work that day just trying to make a little extra change. You went there just trying to look at something. Was it out here? Ontario?
City of Industry.
City of Industry? Oh, he said he was just going to roll with it. Yeah. He's like, no, City of Industry, 4525. That's cool, man. You never know you're gonna meet the person you fall for, you know? My ex-wife, Shaq, introduced us, of all people. She worked for Shaq. And I hope she didn't fuck him. I don't know if she did or not. She might have. Who knows? He might have, I don't know. But Shaq, when he played for the Lakers, he had that clothing line and the record label Twism, and she worked at Twism. And then I met her at the comic club. Shaq brought a bunch of people out to the comic club that night, like his whole staff, and I just met her, you know. And Shaq, we become good friends because of that. Because when my divorce happened, that's the dude that called me the most, was Shaq. He was calling me, checking up, making sure I was good. Because, you know, I was avoiding a process server for a long time. No, I was, for real. Like, I was hiding out all over. I remember I was in Baltimore. I was at the Four Seasons for 2 weeks under Mohammed Shabazz. They knew I was lying because I kept ordering bacon and eggs for breakfast. You want turkey bacon? Hell no! I want the good stuff. This don't sound like Mohammed Shabazz. I told on myself. Now Shaq always be calling me though, but every time he would call me, man, I don't know what we talk about. He's very hard to understand on the phone. I'd rather we just text. Because every time he calls me, this is our conversation. Ring! Hello? Yeah, I know. Hey, you ever met anybody that met their wife at a strip club? I did. All right. Then he'll call me he'll text me a couple weeks later, Mo, you didn't come over. I said, what was I supposed to? Mo, I invited you. You said you coming. Did I? I don't remember that
after the last divorce?
What's that?
Why you get married?
Are you looking at my ring? Hey, black pussy, man. It's just something about it. I got prenup this time, though. You get through a divorce, I'll never do this shit again. You get some good ass pussy, like, well, that's what you want. Marriage is about the woman, it's not really about the dude. And she wants us, mom. I said, all right, but we gotta get a prenup. She wasn't happy. She was like, oh, I feel like you're waiting for to get divorced. I said, you gotta prove to me you like me. For me. I done went through some shit. I got PTSD, mom. Yeah. Nah, she cool though. I went completely opposite too. She's 6 foot tall, big as fat ass boy. Way younger than me. I like it. We be man. The music is the big thing. When you got a big age difference, the music, man. Because sometimes you don't know. I'm like, you don't know who the fuck this is. Yeah. The DJ was struggling. We're going from Fetty Wap to fucking Rob Bass. You ain't ever heard It Takes Two? Yeah. Pussy, man. Don't get into all my business, bro. Stop while you're ahead. How old is she? She's a Sag. Who is she? A Taurus? She's tall with good pussy. We already got babies and everything. We got twins. Yeah, we got twins. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming. Fuck. They be running your bill at the table now. Look at this dude. You two are digging. I know. You both kept digging in your purse. Like, you both, look, I ain't going nowhere. We're running at the table. It's together or separate. They both looked at each other. What we doing? We going together or separate? Bitch, you know it's separate. Why you always asking me? We just together. We ain't fucking. Is we fucking? Okay, it's separate then. Don't look at me. Why you always, every time we go out, you looking at me like, you got it? No, I don't got it. The one in front is not. She grabbed her purse. Pulling shit out. Was it separate checks? Yes, it was. I knew it. He was standing there too long. I knew, because he was over there like, all right, you ready to pay your bill? He was leaning over. At one point he got up. He goes, God damn, where the fuck is your credit card? You got Chase? Who you bank with? Who gives a fuck? Pay for the goddamn nachos and shut the fuck up, Cheryl. It's always a Cheryl. There's some names comes with a stereotype. Cheryl. I was gonna be a little drama with Cheryl or Rhonda. I met a Rhonda that just had her shit together. Every Rhonda I ever knew, something was fucked up, was a hoe. If your name's Rhonda, I just assume we're gonna fuck pretty soon after we meet. Even with male names, Rodney, I never met a Rodney that just had his shit together. If you ever grew up with a Rodney, at some point as an adult, you will get this phone call. Hey, you hear what happened to Rodney? My name ain't much better, Gary. Gary's not an intimidating name, but Gary's got to be one of the bottom 5 names in the bedroom. I never want a woman saying my name. You know, 'cause I don't want nobody saying my name. Oh, you beating this pussy up, Gary. Oh, the fuck, I don't believe you. Nothing about the name Gary says beat the pussy up. I'm sorry. I'd rather be called White Boy than Gary. White Boy sounds like he can beat some pussy up. You beat this pussy up, White Boy! I'll take Cracker over Gary. You beat this pussy up, you cracker motherfucker! Yeah, you taking this whole saltine sleeve tonight. You still looking for your credit card? She still ain't paid. This motherfucker's taking a knee. He's taking a stance. This motherfucker, he brought back the George Floyd. He's like, they good now? Okay. Oh my God, dude. I'm looking over here and say he ain't moved in 15 minutes. Nah, thanks. It was just funny because you both went in your purses at the same time, but you didn't see it. He came over with the check and they looked at each other. And then they both just shrugged their shoulders. All right, separate. Okay. I should have had that discussion before you got here. You guys, you probably go out a lot together. Yeah, you're good friends. Yeah. So you know it's gonna be separate. Came out of nowhere. At least they run at the table now. Because you know, back in the day, they take credit card, they walk away, and they come back. And that was a lot on a waiter or waitress, because if your shit's declined, I can always tell when it was the walk back. They'd be like, because they used to do a long stretch, you know, it's declined. But it's approved, they'd be up on you. Yeah, that's approved right there. You know. But now, you had an out. If your shit was declined, you can tell the waiter or waitress, nah, run that shit again, you ran it wrong. Not anymore. Motherfuckers are at the table with the machine. It's declined. Run that shit again. You run it. Here, I'm gonna step back. What is that? You're scanning your bill?
Yeah.
Oh, you scan it now? On the receipt?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then you pay for it.
You just pay right there.
Yeah, just pay for it.
That's cool. I'm not paying for it. What up? Like, now I'm on your team. Shut up. We're just friends. I don't pay for my friends' food. Somebody in the back, that part. That was a girl that said that too. Usually a dude would say something like that part. And I ain't buying. That is the worst, man. When you out there dating and take her out to eat and then she don't give up nothing. I don't give a fuck about, most guys be like, I'm not taking you to steak and lobster unless I know we I don't even like going to Krispy Kreme. How many donuts you want? I want 3. That's a lot. You trying to give Bavarian cream? That's a nickel more. I was kind of cheap when I was in the military. I was cheap when I was in the military. I was cheap. Yeah. I was never taking girls out to nice spots. TGI Fridays between 4 and 6. That was happy hour. That's when you got the $2 potato skins and the chicken skewers for $1. I knew where all the deals was. Mother El Torito Wednesday night. That was fajita night. I have my spots in San Diego where I knew to take a girl or be at Elephant Bar on Thursdays. Yeah, I used to kill that ahi tuna salad for $9.99 on Thursday. You're healthy. I am. I wasn't. Transgender's a fun topic. Especially in today's day and age. Trump just came out. Nope, a man or a woman. That's it. Now you got a bunch of motherfuckers with titties and dicks. What the fuck am I? They're not mad, are they? All right, okay. I thought they left. Yeah, I love my cock. I thought they got pissed. They got them right there. We're done. We're done. What you mad for? I just got the dick 2 weeks ago. I honestly, we sweat. We get in other people's business too much is what we do. Because I can care less. If a guy wants to be a girl, girl wants to be a guy, as long as you cool, I don't care. But what I'm not a fan of is a guy becoming a girl, then wanting to play female sports. Not a big fan of that. You gotta really think about it. You still got man bones, man hands, and man feet. I don't want some dude turning into a girl playing against my daughter in basketball, backing her down the lane and shit. Because I'll let you know, I'm that dad. If you don't get that big motherfucker on my baby girl. No, I know who that is. That's Jamie. He dropped the E. He's a hell of a running back in 7th grade. Scored 3 touchdowns against my son's team. He was an animal. He was a comeback king. What's funny is, like, I'll see dudes online, and I even got a couple buddies, just to be completely transparent, that have dated transgender women, and it's so funny to me when they try to convince me that it's 100% woman, you know? And we said, no, Gary, no. It's 100%. You got the surgery, you got the hormones, it's not a man, it's 100% woman. I'm like, I'm glad you're telling yourself that. It's not 100% woman, stop. Just be honest with me, Gary, I'm a freak. I like freaky shit. I'm like, okay, we can still be cool, but don't try to convince me you straight. Like you straight, but you ain't straight. You straight, but you hitting that roundabout and coming back. You ain't going straight down to 10. You gonna get off an off ramp and get back on. I'm straight to the ocean with this shit. I ain't getting off at all, motherfucker. Woo! I go to Charlotte on the 10. I ain't getting off. You gotta think about it. It doesn't matter how many surgeries, how many hormones they take. It's not 100% woman, because every time that transgender woman goes down on you, that's a man mouth sucking your dick. That's a man tongue with man lips and man teeth. They didn't change that. I know Charlton and the Charlene, but that's still Charlie's mouth. Down there sucking dick sound like Shannon Sharp. Oh! That's my Michelle. Facts. It's true. Welcome back, girls. You had me worried. I thought you got mad. They're like, what you do with Texas? get right around. And all three was like, yes! Like, he's like, no, they're good, dog. I mean, her brother's questionable. That's we all got that gay relative. I think everybody has a gay relative at some point. Second cousin. You're saying no, but trust. There's somebody. And you're always shocked when you figure out who it is in your family. You're like, shut the fuck up, Derek. Yeah, Derek's got a boyfriend. I remember when, I think of a good gay story. Okay, when my son was 13, he had a birthday party, right? And then it was at a bowling alley, and I remember I had to take a bunch of kids home after the party, and I'm dropping all these kids off, and it ended up, the last three was my daughter was in the passenger seat, and my son, this dude, was in the back seat, and then he was our next door neighbor, but our house was spread out. It was like neighbor, but not really. He had a long driveway. So I asked him, I said, hey man, you cool if I drop you off at the bottom of the driveway? He was like, it's fine. I turned the radio down. I said, I can take you to the front door, but I mean, if you're cool, I can drop you off at the bottom of the driveway. No, it's fine. He gets out of the car, and now I'm watching him walk. I'm like, huh. I remember, I look back at my son, and my son goes, yeah, Dad, he gay. I was like, oh, I'm glad you know. But I got overprotective of this kid because one, he was my neighbor, and he had parents that were in denial, and I didn't like that. Because the gay is gonna be gay. Ain't nothing you can do. But I remember the dad would they caught him plucking his eyebrows, so the dad got rid of all the tweezers in the house, like that was gonna stop it. And my son used to always go over and grab him. He'd be over our house hanging out. And I always asked him, because he'd be hanging out with my daughter. He wouldn't be hanging out with my son. So I was like, Austin, why you always go get him? He goes, his dad, man, he tripping. I didn't want to kill him. So I bring him over here. I said, it's cool though. He comes over, does my homework. Hangs out with Kennedy. I was like, what'd you say? Nah, it's cool, man. He likes doing my work. I was like, all right. Dude, I'm on the honor roll. I don't know shit. Because he'd always be at the house hanging out with my daughter. But, my son was the one who would get him and stuff. But then when they got to 9th grade, I got worried about him because his dad put him into an all-boys school, and it was one of them big athletic schools and shit, where everybody playing football, basketball, wrestling. I got worried because I didn't want him to get picked on, and so my son was at the school too. So I remember the first week I would get my son, like, how's he doing? And Austin was like, he cool, man, he cool. I don't want to see anybody messing with him. I was like, all right. Man, the second week, I went to go pick up my son. I saw him. He was sitting under a tree right in front of the school, and he found the other gay kid at the school. And they were just sitting there reading a book, and he waved, hey, Mr. Owen. I said, oh, okay, he found the other gay kid. I was so happy. I think I saw a butterfly fly by. They look so happy to be at that school. They were literally just leaning against the tree. What? And I waved back like he did. I was like, didn't see him, you. Oh. What's up, man? All right. He sucked me into his world. Yeah, so. That was the gay kid next door. He was cool, man. They got my son through school. I appreciate it. And nothing worse than sending your kid to a private school and the motherfucker getting D's and F's. My son, man, I was like, shit. I looked at him, I was like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, dog. Shit, do you, baby. My ex would be so mad. He gotta learn how to do this. I know he don't. I ain't ever been asked about the Mayflower since I left school. I'm sitting here thinking Mexican girls COMPOLATION. I don't know nothing. I know you're still trying to figure out what I said. Remember earlier I said she looked Asian? Because everybody laughed and she went, yeah, we wrap this up. Do you guys have any questions in the afternoon? I feel like this is a TED Talk at 3 o'clock. You don't have to raise your hand, you can just yell it out. This motherfucker thought he was back in school. I didn't what would you like to know? I want to get to him first. And I got you, I heard you.
Why you get married again after the last divorce?
What's that?
Why you get married again?
Oh, you looking at my ring? Hey, black pussy, man. It's just... Something about it. I got prenup this time, though. Man, you get through a divorce, that shit again, you get some good ass pussy, like, well, that's what you want. Marriage is about the woman, it's not really about the dude. And she wants us, mom. I was like, all right, but we gotta get a prenup. She wasn't happy. She was like, oh, I feel like you're just waiting for to get divorced. I said, you gotta prove to me you like me. For me, I done went through some shit. I got PTSD, motherfucker. Yeah. Nah, she cool though. I went completely opposite too. She's 6 foot tall, big as fuck, fat ass boy. Way younger than me. I like it. We be, man. The music is the big thing. When you got a big age difference, the music, man. Because sometimes she don't know who she at. I'm like, you don't know who the fuck this is. Yeah. The DJ was struggling. We're going from Fetty Wap to fucking Rob Bass. You ain't never heard It Takes Two? Yeah. Pussy, man. Don't get into all my business, bro. Stop while you're ahead. How old is she? She's a Sag, she's a Taurus. She's tall with good pussy.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gary. I feel the same about myself, trust. Appreciate you guys coming out, man. It's a little, I know. Well, I don't know why I did this, especially in San Antonio and bought a leather jacket. Gotta film me sweating like Samuel L. Jackson in Time to Kill in about 30 seconds. He was sweating that whole movie. He was innocent, he was sweating. Yeah. Well, The year's flying. I can't believe it's been so long, man. The new year was crazy. It started off with Lifetime Television. Aaron surviving R. Kelly right off the bat. Really appreciate that. Could have waited another couple months so I could enjoy his music for a little while longer. You gotta let somebody know when you're airing all the dirty laundry out. What's crazy about R. Kelly is I watched that documentary Surviving R. Kelly. It was 6 episodes, and it's crazy how his whole career is like before the piss and after the piss. That was like the whole timeline. You know, like I didn't tape Surviving R. Kelly. I watched all 6 episodes live. Like by episode 4, I was the guy on Twitter. Fuck R. Kelly. I ain't listen to his shit no more. He's deleted forever. 3 days later, I'm at a party. Step, side to side, bring it back. Going, oh shit! I ain't supposed to be dancing this no more. But I couldn't stop dancing. I go, oh my God, here's the Pied Piper. His music has taken over my legs. I swear, after watching Surviving R. Kelly and all these other scandals that happen every week, I'm to the point in my career where I'm just happy to be an entertainer without a scandal right now, you know? I mean, it's gotten to the point where I'm scared to open up my laptop in the morning. Because I just be looking at it like, oh shit, it's today. Because I've never done anything to anybody, I'm not worried about that. Still don't mean somebody can accuse me of shit, you know? Like it'd be nothing for a woman to come out of left field and be like, Gary Owens smacked my ass in 1992! He was at a Crisscross concert. The clothes were on backwards. So proud. I keep waiting for a white lady to come after me. I keep waiting for a white lady to be like, Gary Owens sexually harassed me. Now you know you lied. Even my wife would be like, she bullshit. He ain't do that. I guess what's messed me up lately is like comedians are getting a lot of scandals now. It used to be like athletes and rappers had all the scandals. Now it's like comedians, we lead the charge. You know, you got Bill Cosby, he's in jail, you know. It seems like every year Kevin Hart's got to go through something. Like this last year was the Oscars. Like I didn't like how the Oscars did Kevin. Like, how you gonna ask that man to host the Oscars? And then the very next day asked me to apologize for some tweets he sent out over 10 years ago that you should have known about before he asked him to host the show anyways. And plus, he would just bullshit with his boys. There was nothing malicious behind his tweets. But all of a sudden, he did some gay tweets, and now these people were like, Kevin Hart's a homophobe. He's a homophobe. Let me tell you something. That dude is definitely not a homophobe. I know the guy 20 years, done 3 movies with him. One movie was called Ride Along. In that movie, I had nothing but underwear and honey on my chest. That was my whole wardrobe, you know? And Kevin, you know, Kevin had to lay on my chest, you know? So when you see that movie, that scene's only like 2 or 3 minutes long, but when we shot it, it took like 30, 35 minutes to get that scene right. And to Kevin's credit, he never left my chest. He stayed there all 35 minutes. You know? What kind of homophobe is gonna lay in a man's chest for 35 minutes straight? Get the fuck out of here. True professional, committed to the craft, you know? I do remember we were shooting Ride Along, right? Like every time before the director would say action, I had Kevin a headlock and his head be right here. I just started whispering to him, just messing with his head right before we shoot the scene. I just be sitting there like, I dreamed of this. Can you believe we here right now? Look at God, won't he do it? Kev be so mad, Gary, shut the fuck up, get on, man, shut up. Dang, Kev, you strong. Like a little Ninja Turtle. But it's crazy, like when Kevin to go through all that shit with the Oscars, it reminded me of shooting Ride Along with him. But it also reminded me how I got the part in Ride Along. Like, out of all the films I've done, that was the most random movie I ever got. Because literally, I was at my house, watching a football game on TV, and I get this text from this producer, Will Packer. He's like, G, I'm getting ready to do a movie with Kevin Ice Cube. I'm gonna bring you in for an audition. Send me a picture with your clothes off. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking Will's kidding, he's bullshit, it's a joke. So I text Will back, naked, or can he keep my shorts on? Will texts back, up to you, with the wink emoji. I was like, what the fuck? So I called Kev on the phone. I said, Kev, are you getting ready to do Move Cube? He goes, yeah, we start shooting this week in Atlanta. I said, oh, so this is legit. So I'm trying to get the part. So I drop my shit. I send a naked pic in, right? Now I ain't take the pic immediately. I mean, I prepped my shit a little bit, you know? I got a little blood, got a little arch in it, you know? I mean, it wasn't here. I mean, about 60-65%, you know? Just in case my shit gets released, right? Because I remember I prepped my shit, grabbed my stuff, and I took like a Captain Morgan's pose. I was like... So I send the pic to Will. I can see on my phone that he opened the pic, but he don't say nothing back. So now I'm like, ah, shit, did I go too far, right? So 2 days go by, I still ain't heard from Will. So now I'm thinking, did I get catfished? So now I'm on the internet, checking all these websites, making sure my shit ain't out there, you know? I'm worried, but I ain't super worried because I prepped my shit, you know? So, because if my shit got released, I was gonna be like, that's just regular. That's just me walking around. That's just everyday me. I don't know who took that pic. So then 5 days later, Will finally calls me back. He goes, gee, I got good news, baby. You got the part. I said, got the part what? He goes, ride along. I said, oh, I thought you wanted me to come audition for that movie. He goes, Gary, I sent that exact same text to 5 other actors. You're the only one that sent in a butt-naked pic. I had to give you the part. You gotta want it, baby. Balls out. I'm seeing other comedians messing up. Roseanne's messing up, man. Hell, Roseanne got fired from Roseanne. When Roseanne got fired from Roseanne, that's the only headline I saw. I didn't know why she got fired. So then I went back and talked about Twitter getting people in trouble. I looked at her tweets, and she sent some racially insensitive tweets about the head of her network. So I'm reading it, and then I went, I guess I'm always just a little taken back by not a lot, just how some white people just don't realize what you can and cannot say about black people. Like I'm around black people a lot, you know? Like, honestly, it's pretty easy what you can and cannot say, you know? Like, you can't say what Roseanne said on Twitter. I'm not going to repeat it. You can't say that, you know? You can't say the M word. That's obvious, you know? Just some white people won't let that word go. They just won't let it go, you know? Why can't we say it? It's just a word. Can we say it? They be looking at me like I know the answer. Shit. Gary, why can't we say it? I don't know, that's the rules. I got bigger shit to worry about than that one goddamn word. Hell, I watch that telling me on ESPN every year. There's a lot of goddamn words out there we ain't using. Use one of them motherfuckers once in a while. There's so many words just sitting in the dictionary right now, unused. Now, I'm a white person in my house. I hear the N-word every day, room to room. Just ding, 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 ding. I still can't say it. And I pay the goddamn mortgage. That's just the rule. Yo, that'd be crazy if black people change the rules one day. Just black people come out, all right, we don't give a shit, you can say it now. You'd have white guys walking around, hear the news. Yeah. Black people said we're allowed to say the N-word, we're clear, we're good, we're allowed to say it. Are you fucking shitting me right now? Nah, we're approved, we're allowed, we can say it. Well, say it. Fuck that, you say it first. I ain't gonna lie though, sometimes when me and my wife are having sex, she calls me the N-word. It makes me feel good, it does. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck you say? I'll be in the bathroom after words flexing up, what the fuck? They calling all my friends up, you ain't gonna believe what the fuck my wife called me. What's she call you? Can't tell you. But she said it. San Antonio's a big military bases on here too, man. I was stationed here a long time ago. Yeah, I was stationed in Lackland a long time ago, right? Yeah. It's funny too, looking back on my life. I was thinking like I joined the Navy like right after high school, and I was thinking, why did I join the Navy? And I remember all the reasons, because I was a broke kid living in a trailer park in Southern Ohio. The military was looking at me like, we can get that motherfucker right there, Because it was like my senior in high school, there was about a week run where every day I came from school, there's a different recruiter at my trailer trying to get me to sign up, And they just kept showing up, Because I remember the Marine guy showed up first, the Marine recruiter. And I remember he got out his car in front of my trailer, and I thought Marines had the best uniforms. When I saw him in that uniform, I said, damn, that motherfucker looks sweet. I told my mom, I'm gonna join the Marines. Then he walked in my trailer. He was like, Gary, we are the few, the proud. I go, what's that mean? He goes, when shit pops off, we the first ones in, we the few. I was like, ooh, I'd rather be part of the minute. I'm good on that shit. The hell you trying to be first for? Shit, pace yourself, slow down. I'm not trying to be first in the fight. You know what's popping off. You the first in the fight, shit. Who's second and third? I'll join the third. I ain't trying to do the first. Who's third? I'll join third. I ain't trying to do it first. I'll join third. Well, listen, I'll give it to Marines. They are better Americans than me. Because you're hearing stories about the Marines. They be in Iraq, be in the desert. Be in a story like you'd be like 33 Marines will be in Iraq, be in the desert, standing around, and then a grenade will drop in the middle of them, and one Marine will jump on a grenade, take the blow to save the other 32 Marines' lives. I'm like, man, if we're in the desert, and there's 33 of us, and a grenade drops in the middle, and I see it first, either 33 people die, or 32 people die. But if one's gonna make it, it's gonna be me, motherfuckers. Oh shit, grenade! God damn it! Chris. See, the Army guy came to my trailer. He was lying the whole time, lying his ass off. Army recruiter walked in my trailer with a straight face and was like, Gary, I heard you wrestle. I heard you're in your high school wrestling team. I said, yeah, I wrestle. He said, if you join the Army, you could try out for the Army wrestling team, and if you make it, you just wrestle the whole time you're in the Army. I said, sir, I am 3-30 right now. I've won 3 times and lost 30. I am literally the worst wrestler in the state of Ohio as we speak. I didn't wrestle to wrestle. I went to the trailer park after school, or I can hang out with wrestlers and wrestle every now and then. And fuck it, I just wrestle. I don't give a fuck if I won or lost. I used to pin myself half the time, because every time I get ready to wrestle somebody, I run on the mat, I look across, they be resetting the time clock. I go, you ain't gonna need that. This ain't gonna take that long. You don't need that clock. I be looking at a guy, I'm at the wrestlers, I'm over here sweating, warming up, smacking his leg, got his headphones on. I go, you doing too much, man. This ain't that kind of match. This dude listening to NWA, getting all fired up. This is more of a Kenny G type wrestling match. This is smooth jazz. We're gonna do this shit together. And when I tell you my senior in high school, I won 3 times and lost 30, I didn't beat 3 different people. I beat the same motherfucker 3 times, one dude. He was trying to lose too. But the first time I saw him wrestle, I go, oh, this motherfucker trying to lose. My coach was like, how can you tell? Because I try to lose, coach. I can tell when the motherfucker trying to lose. I remember the first time I had a wrestle, we was both trying to lose. At one point, we didn't land on the mat, right next to each other, both trying to pin ourselves. Oh shit, you're trying to lose too. Shit, honestly, the Navy recruiter, he was just the most honest. He didn't promise me nothing but a flight out. That's all he promised me. Because the Navy recruiter walked to my trailer and looked around and went, I can get you out of this shit. Just put down my trailer. And then he didn't tell me what I was going to do in the Navy or nothing. I said, what would my job be? I said, what would my job be? He goes, what's the matter? Look where you at right now, kid. You're right, I'll go with you. Shit, I remember my first year in the Navy, I made $24,000 for the year. I called my mom. I said, you ain't got to work no more. You're done, Mom. I got you. 24K, baby. I told you I was going to do so with my life, man. I remember my first first check in the Navy was $512. I'll never forget it, man. You lucky to on Instagram back then. I don't know. Look now, haters. Get on my level. I got another one coming in 13 days. Can't stop, won't stop. 512 every 2 weeks. I was a cop when I was in the Navy too. I was a cop. You know, I was a great cop to the public. I was terrible for the Navy itself. But I just let everybody go. You know, there's a lot of paperwork when you arrest people. I didn't know that. Like I was a cop. That's why I got stationed in San Antonio because I was at Lackland. That's where the police academy was. So I go to a police academy in San Antonio, and then I graduate. Then they send me to San Diego. I'm on a big ass base. They put me on nights. I'm working 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. You know, when I first got on the base, I wanted to be a good cop. I was like, okay, crime's about to cease. Officer Owen is here. Shit's about to change. My first Friday night on the base, I pulled this guy over. I gave him a DUI. I was like, fuck yeah, my first DUI. Now keep in mind, I pulled this guy over at 3 in the morning. I'm supposed to go to work at 6 in the morning. At 9 a.m., I was still on the base doing paperwork on his DUI. I looked at my partner. I was like, this is last. Motherfucker, you have to give into that shit. This is about to be a dangerous base. I ain't getting paid overtime for this bullshit. I had a whole new outlook on drunk driving after that day. I really did. Because before that day, you drink and drive, you're going down, no excuses. After that day, I didn't look at it like that. Because 9 times out of 10, guys I was pulling over, they were coming back from Tijuana, right? They were too young to drink in the States. They go to Mexico and drink. And I could always tell when somebody's fucked up when you're trying to get on the base late at night. Because other than your driving test, the only time you 10 and 2 on the steering wheel is when you're fucked up, you know? So if I see 10 and 2, I like, yo, woo! And everybody gives you the same answer. You been drinking tonight? 2 beers? Just 2 beers, man, 2 beers. Be honest, man, this might work out for you. You just gotta be honest with me. 14 tequila shots also. Didn't lie about the 2 beer, forgot about the 14 tequila shots. Okay, man, I just want to got your story straight. So you went down to Tijuana, and you got drunk, and you made the irresponsible decision to get behind the wheel of the car. As you was driving back to the base, somehow you got past the federales, somehow you got past the Border Patrol, somehow you got past California Highway Patrol, somehow you got past San Diego PD. Son, you did what you had to do to get back to the base. Welcome home, baby, you made it. I ain't gonna pull him over there. That motherfucker was focused, shit. I let him know, be proud of yourself. You can handle your liquor. Sometimes they wouldn't leave, they'd be staring at me. Are you serious? Go, motherfucker! And I'm off for 3 hours. Just stay on the concrete, hit the grass, make a left, bring it back down. You're good, man. I forgot too. I was talking about Kevin earlier, man. Like he had to go through the Oscar shit this year, but I forgot. Like last year was when he really was going through with that Vegas scandal. Man, see when Kevin went to Vegas and his homeboy tried to set him up and extort him for money. Thing about that was every married comic had to go through that shit with Kevin, you know? Because Kev goes to Vegas, he gets in trouble, you know? I don't hear nothing about it. I come home the next day, my wife knows all about it, I don't. My wife's looking at me like I was with Kevin, you know? Like as soon as I walk in the house, here comes my wife. You see what happened to Kevin? You see what happened to Kevin? I act like I don't know what she was talking about. I go, who you talking about, Kevin Durant? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't let that happen to you, Gary. Don't let that happen to you. I was like, don't let it happen to you! But I'm glad Kevin and his wife are still together. I like Nico, I like Kevin, they're nice people. I don't see them break up over that. Just a little speed bump in the relationship, you know? But now that the time has passed and it's been over a year and stuff, now the timeline all makes sense because Kev went to Vegas, his homeboy tried to extort him for money, set him up in the hotel room, and the week before Kev went to Vegas, it had gotten published, he's the highest grossing comic in the country, he's worth like $200 million. So I remember when the shit first happened, and I found out Kev's worth $200 million, I was telling everybody, I go, I got a feeling his wife's gonna forgive him. Dude, I think she's gonna find it in her heart to give him a second chance, man. Shit, I wish my wife was worth $200 million. Man, if my wife's worth $200 million, there is nothing. Fucking nothing. she can do to make me leave her, man. I'm like herpes. I might lay low. I'm gonna pop up on your ass, shit. Ain't no cure for this shit. It's for life, man. Let me tell you something. If my wife's worth $200 million, I would love to see TMZ try to hem me up at the airport on some bullshit with their cameras out trying to fuck up my relationship. I'd have an answer for everything. There is nothing they can say to me or show me to shake my foundation, you know? I can be sitting in LAX waiting on my bags to come out. TMZ comes around the corners with their cameras. Carry on, carry on. Did you see what happened? Your wife has a sex tape, but it just got released. Have you seen it? I'd be like, who the fuck you think, Tank? All my boys be calling me up, you just gonna let your wife fuck some other dude? She ain't fucking him, he fucking her. She ain't get on top, man, she fucks me. Shit, and let me tell you something, if my wife's worth $200 million, she can tell me she's going to see another dude. I wouldn't give a shit. She can tell me, Gary, I'm going to see my friend this weekend. You tell him I said hello. If you happy, we happy. Shit, my wife could be gone for the weekend with some other dude. I'd be at the house making Instagram posts. I just want to take a second and thank my lovely wife for all she does for this family. You are the best wife, mother, friend a man can have. You have provided us with this beautiful home. You enjoy your weekend away. We will be here when you get back. Like, hashtag unbreakable. Who else is messing as a comedian? Monique. Oh, Monique keeps messing up, man. And I like Monique a lot, man, but goddamn, Mo, she's going after everybody, you know? She went after Steve. Steve Harvey tried to help her out, you know, on his show, and then the next day, she's throwing Steve Harvey under the bus. I knew Monique went too far when she started going after Oprah. I was like, ooh, some shit you gotta keep to yourself, man. You can't go after Oprah. Oprah starts making phone calls. You ain't working no more, bottom line, you know? Because here's the thing about the entertainment business, man. When you ain't in movies like you think, or TV shows like you think, your brain starts playing tricks on you. You start thinking there's a conspiracy against me, you know, people don't like me anymore. Well, it's really not the case, because you never know when your name's coming up behind closed doors for a movie or a TV show. Like, so when Monique went after Oprah, I said, God, Mo, don't do that, because, you know, Oprah's got her own TV network, producing 4 or 5 movies a year. Monique didn't know what Oprah had coming up. Oprah reminded me getting ready to do The Color Purple 2. Celie had a baby. She was gonna bring in Monique, but Celie had a baby. But I was just looking at all the people Monique started going after. So it's Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey. You know, then she went after my buddy Will Packer, the same guy that put me in Ride Along Think Like a Man, is the exact same guy that put Monique in that Christmas movie for years ago. And Monique tried to compare Will Packer movie producer to Harvey Weinstein movie producer, and I thought, so I went on my Instagram page and I did a video directed towards Monique, right? Now I never called Monique out her name, nothing like that. I just said, listen, Mo, you got a lot of different problems with a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. It might be you know? And I'm not stupid. I knew when I did the video, I knew I was going to get some backlash, right? What I didn't know there was this thing out there called Black Twitter. I didn't know what the fuck Black Twitter was, right? All of a sudden, I did this video towards Monique, and man, Black Twitter's real. And they was in my ass for 3 days straight. If you don't know what Black Twitter is, if you say anything on social media that Black Twitter deems disrespectful to black people or a black person, they come after you. And I don't know how many people are on Black Twitter. I don't know if they have an office building with cubicles, or it's a group text that goes out. I don't know. All I know is I did this video towards Monique, and for the next 3 days, every time I got on Twitter, it was over 100 mentions of my name, and it was just Black Twitter. Everybody was kind of saying the same thing, just in their own way. You know, stay in your lane. This don't concern you. Leave black shit to black people. Somebody went, newsflash, ... you ain't black. I was like, damn! Woo! Motherfucker dropped the knowledge today. the dot fucked me up a little bit. I go, damn, did I just get a dramatic pause? But listen, I give respect to respect is due, man. Some people on Black Twitter hit me with some good ass put downs. I mean, there was some good ones. I was looking at my phone like, ooh, that motherfucker got me on that one. What you doing right there? I just show my friends, look at that motherfucker call me. I think my favorite put down from Black Twitter was somebody said, stay in your lane, white cracker bread. I was like, God damn, that is the whitest shit I've ever been called in my life. White cracker bread? Holy fuck, that's white. How do you combine two separate white put downs and make it one white cracker bread? It's so white. I didn't get mad when I saw it. I just got thirsty. Holy shit, that's a dry ass put down. At least put some milk on that shit. White cracker bread. It's so white. Shit, every time I go to Starbucks, I make them write that shit on my cup. You know? How you doing? Can I get a latte? What's the name? White cracker bread. And I make them say it like they mean it. I got a latte for white cracker bread? Say it like I said it. White cracker bread. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day. Shit, I didn't know what stay in your lane meant. I didn't know what that meant. I had to call one of my friends. I said, hey man, somebody on Black Twitter told me stay in my lane. What exactly does that mean? I guess there's a white lane and a black lane on Twitter. And you're not supposed to cross the lanes. That's stupid. Like if somebody gonna tell me stay in my lane, I'd be thinking, have you been to my house? I'm like the only white person in my house, by the way. Like my wife's there, she's black. Her mom lives with us, she's black. We got our kids, they're mixed. Then my oldest son, any of mine. It's my stepson. He's full black. And I sent him to college all 4 years. I paid for everything, room, tuition, board, all that shit. So basically, I sent a black kid to college that wasn't mine. And you gonna tell me stay in my lane. Like, motherfucker, I'm in my lane, shit. How many black kids you send to college, Black Twitter? You can suck my white cracker bread dick. So full loaf, ho. Call it wonder. White cracker bread. Getting older, man. I can tell I'm getting older. I can feel it. You know. Like when I used to go to cities, I used to like go out every night and go to nightclubs and party and clubbing and shit. Now I'm going to hotels and asking for the breakfast coupons and shit like that. You want points and breakfast coupons? Motherfucking breakfast coupons. I'm gonna be up early. Plus, clubbing ain't what it used to be, man. Like I remember when I was in my 20s, man. We in the nightclubs, we just went there to have a good time. Now, it seems like everyone wants to pop bottles at a nightclub. That's like the thing. Like, especially when I go, they immediately want to pop some bottles and want sections and tables. I'm like, no, fuck that. You know? Because I'm still trying to figure out the mathematician that came with a bottle price at the nightclubs, right? Like everyone in this theater could go to a liquor store after the show and buy a bottle of liquor for $40. That same bottle at a nightclub might be $500. I was like, man, I'm glad most of these nightclubs don't serve food, you know? How you doing, man? Can I get a Twix? $850 for a Twix. God damn, for a candy bar? There's two of them in it. I swear, there's only been one time in my entire comedy career where I went out and tried to pop bottles one night. One time, I was down in South Beach. My boys were in town. I'm trying to floss, be the big man that night. I got to the front door of this nightclub. I was like, "What's up, baby?" I got my boys in town. Get a couple bottles. I get a section, get a table. Dude goes, "No problem, Gary. It's gonna be $10,000." I was like, "I'm gonna go get a Hyundai." Fuck this shit. I spent $10,000 on the table. I'm taking the fucking table home. Where you going? Taking this back to the crib. I paid for this shit. This shit's oak. I think the Amish made that. That's solid right there. I I do not do the popping bottle shit. And anybody that's ever hung out with me, they'll tell you, I don't do that, man. Like, if I go to a nightclub, all I want to do is sit at the bar, have a couple drinks, listen to some music, blend in. I don't need shout-outs, I don't need special treatment, I don't need none of that shit. Only problem is, if I sit at the bar, it takes one person to get on their cell phone and be like, oh shit, I think Gary Owen's struggling. This motherfucker at the bar with everybody else. He can't even afford his own section. Yes, I can, I don't want a section. I don't want to spend $1,000 popping bottles. First of all, I don't drink that much. 2 drinks, I'm good. 3, I'm fucked up. I ain't gonna spend $1,000 popping bottles. Why? So me and my boys can drink. We ain't fucking. Get your own liquor, you thirsty motherfucker. Shit. Looking at me all night. Hey, Gary, you gonna get a bottle? I'm gonna get a glass. Plus, if I did want to order a bottle, I can't do it discreetly. I can't be an icon like, hey man, let me get one bottle, and they slide me a bottle on the low. Nah, comes with a goddamn sparkler on it. Little light show happens throughout the club, and siren goes off. Takes 8 girls to bring one fucking bottle out. Like, one girl's got the bottle, one's got the sparkler, 5 girls got these big ass letters to spell somebody's name out. Where the fuck do the letters come from at the club? They just be coming out the back, you know, David. And I tell you what, you've never been to a nightclub and seen a dude order 1 bottle and then call it a night. Nah, but then that dude got 5, 6 bottles on his tab. And everybody thinks it's the bottle girls that make dudes want to order more bottles. No, it's not. It's the DJ. DJ's a mastermind behind it all. Because as soon as the DJ sees that first bottle come out with that sparkler on it, DJ gets on the microphone, starts hyping that dude up, basically mind fucking him, making him feel like he's the man that night, makes him want to pop more bottles, you know? Because as soon as that first bottle comes out, here comes the DJ. Oh shit! Oh shit! I see you, table 6! I see you, table 6! 1 bottle, 2 bottle, 3 bottle, 4 bottle. Somebody get it in tonight. Girls coming out the back, David. Every time I see a dude with popping bottles, I'll be sitting at the bar, my 1 drink, watching it all play out. So while the DJ's hyping David up, I'll be over at the bar doing the math. I'm like, oh shit. David got the big bottles of Hennessy. That shit's $750 a bottle. So the DJ's going, 1 bottle, 2 bottle. I'm over going $750, $1,500, $2,250, $3,000, $3,750. David gonna be mad in the morning. I be trying to tell dudes, man, you ain't gotta pop bottles and meet girls like that. Because I think 9 times out of 10, guys go to nightclubs, this to meet girls, I get it, you know, but if you ain't got $1,000 to pop on bottles, you ain't gotta do it, man. I be telling dudes, man, if you wanna meet girls, you ain't got the money like that, just listen. Just wait outside, wait for the club to close. Everybody gotta leave, you know? Hopefully a food truck pulls up. It's so easy to meet girls at the food truck when the club closes. Because usually, the girls leaving a nightclub, when they wait to close, those girls are a little tipsy, discombobulated, got their shoes in their right hand, you know? They in the parking lot looking for the girls they came with, just walking around. Karen? Karen? Who the fuck is Karen? I be telling you, man, just wait for the food truck to pull up. Hopefully it's a taco truck. Everybody likes tacos late at night, you know? So when it's your turn, just wait in line. When it's your turn to order some tacos, look behind you, find a nice looking lady, offer some food. Just sit there. What's up? Wait a minute. What's up? Yeah, you want some tacos? Yeah, you want some tacos? I'll take a taco. I'll get 2 tacos. Hey man, let me get 2 tacos, $2. Here you go, have a couple tacos. girlfriends come over, where'd you get them tacos? Like, that dude right there, he nice. You want some guacamole? Let me get a side of guacamole, 50 cents. Here you go, put some guacamole on tacos. You spent $2.50. You got the same phone number David got. David spent $6,000 popping bottles in a nightclub. You know? And trust me, she gonna remember you over David, you know? You know, the next day, you put food in her body, you nourished her, you know? The next day, think about it, David ain't gonna wake up till 1, 2 o'clock, all the Hennessy run through his system. All you gotta do is get up 9:30, 10 in the morning, shoot a little good morning text. Good morning, beautiful. Good meeting you last night. Taco, taco, taco emoji. Shit, that's a taco dude. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. He was cool. That's a taco dude. Yeah. Then you got a cheap-ass anniversary date. Most people on anniversaries gotta go to nice steakhouses, nice restaurants. Nah, you and her right back at a taco truck. She on Instagram, back where we met. He got me extra cilantro, doing it big this year. Now, listen, I don't want people to call me a liar or anything. Like, I don't pop bottles in real life. I don't. But on Instagram, I do. Like, I be lying my ass off on Instagram. I'm living a life that ain't mine half the time, you know? Shoot, I'll do some little bow wow shit. I'll just lie on Instagram. Yo, that shit was funny last year, though. If you know what I'm talking about, like a little over a year ago, like guys, I think it's a year and a half ago, like Bow Wow went on Instagram, right? And he posted a picture of a private jet. And he said, I'm flying from LA to New York, so we're gonna do a TV show. So Bow Wow gave the impression that he was flying cross country on a private jet. Well, Bow Wow makes the post, then this guy is on a United Airlines flight, looks in the back of the plane, Bow Wow's sitting there, you know, regular ass 32B middle seats. So this dude gets on his Instagram, was like, this motherfucker lying, he on my flight right now. He takes a picture of Bow Wow, you know? So they had this thing for like 3 weeks on Instagram called the Bow Wow Challenge. It was hashtag Bow Wow Challenge. And all it was people post shit that they wasn't doing, but they said they was doing it, but they wasn't doing it, but act like they was doing it, right? And I never did the Bow Wow Challenge, I never did, because I didn't want people going to my Instagram page looking at all the lies I be posting, you know? Because like I said, I don't pop bottles in real life. Oh my God, but I'll be at a nightclub, I'll grab 2 big-ass Ace of Spades bottles. Tell my homeboy, take a picture of me real quick. I'll be on Instagram. Yeah, I'm double fisted tonight, motherfuckers. I'm going in. Hashtag doing what I do. Post. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Yeah. I'm just gonna get a Bud Light. Thank you. See, I remember one time I was at a marina. I was walking by all these boats, and right in the middle of the marina was a big ass yacht. I got on for the yacht. I was like, yep, about to take my new boat out for the day. See what the ocean's talking about. Hashtag doing what I do. Lies. I was never on that yacht. I was at Five Guys eating a cheeseburger when I made that post. Shit. Let me tell you something. If you ever on my Instagram page and you see hashtag doing what I do, I'm lying. I'm fucking lying. That is code for I am lying. I'm gonna lie about these shows. Watch. Watch when this shit airs. I'm like, damn, San Antonio showed out. We sold out the AT&T Center 4 days straight. Damn, we did 4 shows. Hashtag doing what I do. And don't be fucking up my live. I'm like, damn, fuck you, man. You was on the Riverwalk by the Empire Theater. Just go with it. Be like, Gary, I was there that night. I was in a suite. Hashtag sweet lives. Go with the lie. Ain't nobody gonna know. They see the stage. They don't know where the fuck we at. It was funny. I was talking to my wife right before I came on stage, man. It's funny, like, I've been with my wife for 20 years now, right? And it's funny when you're with somebody that long. Like, yeah, you figure at this point of our relationship, there's nothing she can do that can surprise me as far as, like, the racial stuff, right? The difference between black and white stuff. But she still be doing stuff that confuses me, right? Like, we got a pool in our backyard, and my wife put on a bathing suit, and she'll head to the backyard, and I'll be looking at her, I said, what are you doing, baby, going swimming? She said, no, I'm just gonna go lay out. Like, for what? You're already black, baby, shit. I mean, you have won the 10 game. I just don't know what the goal is back there, you know? Like literally, my wife will go outside, and an hour later she'll come back in. She'll be like, Gary, look how dark I got. I was like, it was dark when you left. She don't get no darker. I don't do that shit in the winter. I don't go in the snow and come back in. Baby, look how white I am. It's like I'm a snowman. I feel like I'm in the movie Powder. Oh, shit. We got 2 boys and a girl, man. You know, my daughter's the youngest, and she's the militant one in the family, though. Man, she don't want to be white at all. My boys don't care. They ain't tripping off nothing, but my daughter, man, everything goes wrong in her life is my fault. My fucking fault. Like I said, we got a pool in our backyard, and the whole family be in the backyard swimming. My wife and the boys, they'd be out there all day. My daughter's fair-skinned, so she's the last one in the family, so every 20, 30 minutes, me and her got to duck back in, put some aloe vera on, come back out. She be mad. It's your fault, Dad. Like, I already know when my daughter gets to college, she gonna be leading all the protesters and all the marches, Goddamn, I call her Kennedy Kaepernick. Jesus Christ. She's serious with her shit. Like my daughter got mad at me last year because I stood up during the national anthem. She goes, you just gonna stand? I go, it's the 7th grade volleyball game. Let's break it down just a little bit, okay? Damn, there's 18 people in a junior high gym, okay? Like my daughter's never watched NFL football in her life, never watched the game. All of a sudden, all the Kaepernick stuff's been going on. Here comes my daughter. Hey, Dad, you watch NFL football? I go, fuck yeah, I'm watching it. She goes, oh, I can't believe you. I'm not watching another game. Colin Kaepernick's back in the league. I can't believe he gonna stick with me. I was like, oh, fuck. All right, I won't watch it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. She ain't even know. She ain't know. I appreciate that, Dad. Hey, we in this family together, but it's crazy too, cause like both my boys like white girls, both of them. They both like white girls, but my daughter likes black guys. Oh, she gonna make me work. I wish she'd bring a little white kid home. I could punk a white kid. What the fuck? Sorry, sir. Black kid, what the fuck? What the fuck, sir? Oh, okay. All right. I see what you did there, young man. Like my daughter went to her first homecoming dance last year, right? Big ass brother asked her out too. Big ass brother. I mean, this kid is 6'7", 270, 15 years old. That ain't normal, right? But I will say this, the young man that took my daughter to homecoming, his parents are raising him right, because his mom and dad made him call me to ask permission to take my daughter to homecoming, so I wasn't mad about that. It still was a weird phone conversation, because the kid's 15, his voice is deeper than mine, Answer the phone, I was like, hello? Mr. Owen? Yeah? Yeah, this is PJ. Really want to take your daughter to homecoming. I was looking at my daughter like, who's this green mile motherfucker on the phone? What the hell's taking to homecoming? John Coffey? Shit! And then my daughter don't tell me he's 6'7". I think I got a little 50-year-old come to my house. I got my game face on. I'm gonna punk this little motherfucker, right? And as soon as he opened the door, I was like, what the, you ain't tell me he was this tall. Then he walked in the house and tried to build some kind of rapport with him, Mr. Owen, I just want to know, sir, I think you're really funny. I said, ain't no funny around here, motherfucker. He my ass. I know what the fuck you want, young man. Because everybody knows how horny teenage boys are. Shit, my 17-year-old son, that little horny motherfucker, man. My 17-year-old son cannot keep his hand off his dick all day. But he got a tambourine attached to that shit. He up in the morning, pouring cereal. What the fuck is your hand on your dick all day? Yeah, I'll tell you, I finally put my 17-year-old son aside, and I just asked him, I said, hey man, let me ask you a serious question, okay? Are you are you leaving yourself open to dating black girls, or it's just white? He was like, I think it's just white. I was like, okay. Why do you think that is, son? Why do you think that is? He said, Dad, I never met a black girl prettier than Mom. I said, yeah, that's why I fuck her. I ain't say that. Hashtag doing what I do. I ain't say that shit. That'd been the only time my son's hands stopped moving. What? Kidding. Better be. I guess I just thought, with my kids, I thought one of my boys take after me. I thought one of my boys date a black girl. But I like white girls. It's fine. It's cool. I don't care. As long as everybody's cool, I don't care who they date. But, I guess for me, I just knew at an early age, I had a thing for black girls. I knew it, man. Because I didn't grow up around a lot of black people. I didn't. My school had like 2 black girls in it. Lily and Shauna. That was it, But I just knew it, man. But I didn't tell anybody growing up I like black girls, though. I didn't tell anybody, because to me it was like being gay. Because you know how gay people, they know they're gay at an early age, but they don't want to tell people. They're scared of people going to say about them. I was the same way. I didn't tell nobody like black girls. I knew I was different. And listen, I want to be very clear. When I say I like black girls, this is not a put down to white ladies, Latino ladies, Asian ladies. No. There's beautiful women everywhere. It's not like that. It's just I don't know, something going on. I don't know what it is. Like I could be on the beach and you can line up 10 beautiful white girls on the beach, badass white chicks in bikinis, line them up. And at the very end of the line, have a black girl works at Starbucks in a barista outfit. I'll be on the beach like, I want some coffee. How you doing? Yeah. You want cream in that? No, black like you, baby. You want a cream in that? And here comes my son. I'll take that cream, Dad. Come on, Dad. Let me get that cream, Dad. Get that cream for me. Okay, my son wants the cream. Put white cracker bread on the cup, please. That's the thing, I've been watching a lot of I've been watching a lot of shit on my phone and iPad. Let me ask you this. Why is it every day I get on my phone or my iPad, it seems like at some point during the day, I'm gonna see somebody getting their ass kicked. Every day. Like, I'll be wondering, how do people got their phones out at the exact time people get knocked out? Because I honestly, I never see people get knocked out in real life. And I'm happy about that. I must be hanging out in the right areas. I'm good with that, Because, every time I see somebody get knocked out on the internet, first thing that goes to my brain is, hope that dude ain't got no kids. Especially when it's a dude, I hope that dude ain't got no kids, man. I mean, honestly, can you imagine being a dad and you get knocked out and somebody films it and that shit goes viral? Your kids ain't listening to you no more. What the hell you gonna tell your son? Hey, be home at 9 o'clock. Oh, you awake now, Dad? But I tell you, watching all these people get knocked out on the internet, it opened my eyes to shit. It opened my eyes to how easy it is to get knocked out. And it's helped me, man. Like I don't get in fights at all. I don't get in arguments. I will walk, run, skip, hide, duck. There's nothing you can say to me to make me want to fight. Nothing, Even when I go with my guys, man, I got my guys that open up for me, and then my road manager, Brad. Every time we go out, before we hit a club or something, they be asking me, hey, Gary, man, shit pops off now. You got our back? I was like, I don't. No, I don't. Wait on the exit, run, I'm out, man. Shit, walk away. And every time I go to the city, man, I always be getting messages with people like, hey, man, you need a bodyguard when you in town, need security. And every time I go to these people's pages, always big, swole, muscle-bound motherfuckers trying to be my bodyguards, And let me tell you something. If I ever get to a point where I feel like I need a bodyguard just to go out and hang out, I ain't hiring some big, swole motherfucker. No. You want to be my bodyguard? I'm asking you one question. How fast are you? You got to be faster than me, because if shit pops off, you got to be at the car before I am, I can't be over here waiting on your swole ass. Come on, man, and shoot! Come on, man, and shoot! All right, Gary, here it comes! Honestly, all the years I've been doing stand-up, over 20 years, right? There's only been one time in my entire comedy career where I felt like I was going to get my ass kicked after a show. I almost did. I'll never forget. It was just a couple years ago. I was in Detroit, Michigan, It was after my show. We had a little after party. And I don't know what this dude thought I said to him. And I didn't say nothing to him, but he had me hemmed up against the wall, and I had nowhere to go. And I was like, fuck, how am I gonna get out of this shit, right? But this is how I got out of the fight. All I did was put my hands up, stop making eye contact with the dude, and I just started agreeing with him. Whatever he said, I just went with it, you know? He's like, hey man, I'm about to beat your ass. I was like, yeah, you probably will. Hey man, you acting like you scared right now. Ain't nobody acting. Man, what the fuck is you looking at? Not you, bro. I got out of it, right? So the fight didn't happen, but I backed down. I did. I'll be the first one to back down. So the next morning, I'm in my hotel room, right? It's about 9 a.m. My road manager, Brad, comes up. He's like, yeah, what happened last night? I was like, no, man, that dude tried to start a fight me. I told you I ain't fighting nobody. He goes, Gary, can I be honest with you right now? I said, yeah, what's up? He goes, you kind of looked like a pussy last night. I said, what do you mean I look like a pussy? He goes, I'm just saying, man, you backed down in front of everybody. You kind of look like a pussy. I said, well, who exactly did I look like a pussy to? He goes, everybody was in that club. I go, well, who's in the club? He goes, I don't know. I go, exactly. I don't give a fuck about some strange motherfuckers. I'm leaving in 3 hours. Shit. Now, my flight left Detroit at noon. At 4 p.m., I was safe and sound back at my own house. I was no longer in the state of Michigan. I was no longer in the state of Detroit. That's when I got on my Instagram page. I was like, oh shit, somebody almost got these hands last night. They're lucky I was feeling generous and shit. Hashtag doing what I do. You know? I have motherfuckers on my page making comments, motherfucker, I was there, you back down. Delete, not on my page, you wasn't shit. Better take that shit to your page. On my page, some of us got these hands. Shit. It was jazz hands, but still. Fuck that. Texas is an interesting state. It's a big ass state. Jesus Christ. It's hard to drive through this mug. Shit. Yeah, there's a bunch of Buc-ee's and Whataburgers fucking next to it. I always have a good time in San Antonio, man. But I wish you guys had an NFL team. That was the one thing I wish you guys had was an NFL team, right? Yeah. I'm such a football fan, man. You know, I think it's funny too because I watch every kind of high school, college, pro, man. I think back in the day, I used to love watching like the Cowboys and they had Aikman and Emmett and Michael Irvin and stuff like that, right? It was funny because to this day, and I cannot find on YouTube, to this day, one of the greatest things I've ever heard after a football game was Michael Irvin, and it was the Cowboys had just beaten the Packers, and they were getting ready to go play the Steelers in the Super Bowl like 23 years ago, right? And this was when it was Cocaine Mike. This was Mike, right? This ain't the Mike now. This is Mike, right? But it was funny because they're interviewing Troy Aikman, right? He's right here, and Mike Irvin's behind Troy Aikman. He ain't got nothing but a towel on, right? He's going to go to the Super Bowl now. Mike's got a towel. He's running back and forth, yelling. And it was the greatest shit I ever heard, right? All Mike said was, tonight, it's limos, hoes, and Papa Do's. I was like, yeah, okay. I had never been to Papa Do's. I had never been to Texas. I didn't know what the fuck Papa Do's was, man. I remember the first time I came to Texas, they said, we want to go out. Shit, let's hit Papa Do's, shit. And Papa Do's like, where the hoes at? Bunch of lobsters in this motherfucker. That's a restaurant? Oh, so Mike wanted to eat after the game. Okay. That's the cool, and honestly, that's the cool thing about stand-up, man. Is like, I am very aware and I am very appreciative that I get to do a lot of things that I probably wouldn't get to do if I wasn't a stand-up. Like last summer, I got invited to go to Essence Music Festival for the first time down in New Orleans, right? Now, I've been in New Orleans a lot in my life, but I had never been during Essence Music Festival, so I'm there for 3 days, right? And this is what I learned after being at Essence for 3 days. When black women get really drunk, I somehow turn into Tommy from Power. I don't know how it happened. ever been mistaken for someone else so much in 3 days. Like every time I walked out on Bourbon Street, that's all I heard. Tommy! Tommy! I'm not him! I am! You ain't gotta be scared, Tommy. Ghost ain't here. You ain't gotta be scared. No, I'm fucking him! Shit, by Saturday, I gave up correcting people, you know? Tommy! Thanks for watching Power. Watch season 6. Thank you so much, yeah. We're nothing without our fans, you know? Like, I left New Orleans on Saturday night, right? On Monday morning, I called my agent. I said, hey, man, can I get on one episode of Power? Just one. I don't want to be on it. I could die the same episode. I just want to do, like, one scene with Tommy so people can see us on screen together and know we're not the same person, you know? Like, literally, I could just show up one episode as, like, his older brother that he never knew, you know? Like, Tommy just walks out of a building in the middle of Manhattan. I'm in the middle of the street. Tom! Yo, Tom! Yo, who is you? Timmy! I'm your older brother, Timmy, Tommy. I just been trying to meet you, man. I've been hearing shit, Tommy. The streets are talking, Tommy. I don't want to see you get hurt. I want you to get out the game, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Come here, brother Timmy, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Timmy, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Timmy, Tommy. I had Tommy convinced to come with me, you know? All of a sudden, Ghost comes out of nowhere, shoots me in my back. I'm just... Tommy! I'm gonna die in slow motion. Fuck it. Tommy, shove me in my back, Tommy. Shit hurts. Shit. It was Ghost. Tommy, Ghost shot me in my back. It was Ghost. Tommy be confronting Ghost and shit. Yo, what the fuck, Ghost? What the fuck you shoot my brother Timmy for? I just met that motherfucker, man. How you shoot my brother Timmy like that? Nah, Tommy. That ain't Timmy. That's white cracker bread. Tommy, I'm not dead yet. I'm almost dead. Come here, Tommy, I'll tell you something. Tommy, I think Ghost is on Black Twitter. You tell him I said stay in your lane. Then we find out the whole episode's fake. It was directed by Jussie Smollett. Interesting crowd. Oh, too soon, blah, blah, blah. Funny too, like, somebody asked me the other day too, somebody asked me like, what's the biggest difference between stand-ups that are starting out today compared to when you started 20 years ago, Gary? And I said, well, I think the biggest difference is social media, you know, because when I started doing stand-up, you just had to be funny on stage, and that's how you built your audience. Now, with Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and YouTube and all these other outlets, there's so many different ways for comedians to build their audience. And, you know, and me being a stand-up, you know, I like to pride myself on knowing what's funny and what's not, you know. And so sometimes I'll get on my Twitter page, and I'll post something, and in my brain, I'm like, oh, this shit's funny as hell. This is going to get a lot of retweets, and I'll post it, nothing. No retweets, no comments. I'm like, damn, did the shit go through? Shit. And other times I'll post it on social media that I don't think's funny, and it should go viral, right? Like, I've had a few things go viral in the last couple years. The biggest one, it was a little over a year ago, and it was got like 80 million views between Instagram and Facebook. And all it was something my wife said, and I made like a 45-second post, and the shit went everywhere. And I didn't think the shit was funny. I just said what she said, and the shit went everywhere. If you didn't see the post, this is all that happened, right?